I'll just play some piano right here. Damn.
Is that our new shit? Damn. Hi, guys.
Yo, and welcome everyone to another episode of All Out Pummelling. I'm T-Cat, and I'm joined by my co-host. I've got the Kroc.
Hello, I am the Kroc. That's me, the Kroc. Hi.
And Leafyboi.
Hiya.
Hello, and yes, this is definitely the first time we record this episode. Nothing at all has happened to anything else that may or may not be recorded. So we're gonna have a good time.
It didn't destroy my soul. It didn't waste my time. It didn't do any of those things. It was...
Oh man, we know how out your league feels now.
Oh.
Yeah.
In a way, we've spared you from 30 minutes of non-stop Fire Emblem chat. The longest tangent
for the talk as well.
The longest tangent in history of All Out Pummelling tangents.
Was it that bad?
It was long. It was long.
I was into it. It flew by. You know.
The world will never know.
We also had some technical trouble of Joe's camera just with a forced smile just while one of the games was going on.
Oh, was that the crash? Right.
Yeah, crash, yeah.
Okay, it will be without that, hopefully.
Yes, yeah. Or maybe it'll find its way into the episode somehow. Right, so this was the first round of the playoffs. So we have lost some... I know, right? Not that long ago. Shut up! So we have unfortunately lost a few coaches from the league. So rest in pepperonis to those. Do we have some highlights from the round just gone?
Yeah.
There was a couple that I know I wanted to quickly go through. Should we start off with so it was Pearl Bracket phase 1. We had the Sheffield Legendas versus the Phoenixton Palpitoads. That was Ed versus Sam.
We're going to talk about the superpower / focus blast.
Yeah.
Kerfuffle.
That was the game was still kind of to play for until that point, and I think Sam was intending for it to be a mind game. It's like, oh yeah, you won't know what I'm going to do. Oh, I'll use one move, I'll go physical, and then I'll go special, or no, sorry, the other way around. And what it ended up doing is Ed was just like, why didn't you just use the other move first? And then he'd already blown the fact that he was mixed. So yeah. What happened was he used superpower.
No,
he
used
focus blast
and missed
on the Tyranitar. Yep. And then used superpower afterwards to get the kill. Where he could have potentially gone with superpower first, got the kill, and then had focus blast back up for, say, if Mega Aggron came in. I know it was someone else that came in anyway. And killed it, but yeah, could have been a nice mind game. Yeah, sadly, didn't quite work out. Then we also had in Pearl the Royal Ascot Terriers versus the Whopping Waylords. So that was the rematch of Zoe versus Marion. No, not Marion, sorry, Alana. And in that game, it was some more bad luck for Zoe. I think she had a couple of hydro pump misses.
Yeah, a couple of hydro pump misses in a row.
Yeah, and then proceeded to get crit.
Yeah.
What was it? It was a Stone Edge from Code.
Stone Edge hit and crit. I mean, you know.
Yeah, hit and crit on. To be honest, I'm not sure if the crit actually mattered because it was against Galvantula, which is not the sturdiest mon in the world.
That is true.
Yeah. PK, you're right there. You're looking very intense.
I'm mainly checking out the reflection of my screen and my glasses and trying to work out a position where I don't actually get the reflection on it.
Yeah.
You're just checking out your own reflection, aren't you, PK? You can.
I was going to say, we've completely glossed over it. You've got a bit of a new hairdo you're rocking today, PK.
Yeah, it's always slightly worrying. Like every man will know. It's like when you get it cut really short, you kind of sort of like checking the hairline. You're like, oh, okay, how far back does this get in? Yeah.
Are they widow? Is that what they call the Widow's Peaks?
Widow's Peak.
Or are they crows?
Wasn't that
a crow's
strategist? All I know is Trish Stratus's finishing move was the Widow's Peak, wasn't it?
No idea.
The peak is
Joe to know.
a V-shaped
You
growth
got
of
your
hair
crown
towards the
there.
center of the forehead. So that's the bit. That's the arrow on PK's head.
Oh, so
He's like Vegeta.
That's the
Kakarot.
that's the
okay.
widow's peak.
it's not quite Balrog yet, where it's like goes down
yeah,
and back.
yeah.
W.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be weird if you were sort of like intersplice this with any of the previous record, because you'd just see my hair just being different.
Well, I'm thinking like in a few years' time, you know, we've got Joe, our babby in the middle there. You know, in a few years' time, maybe his hairline will start to increase, and you'll be able to look back over the episodes as it goes further back.
Nope.
See, mine has as well, but this is why I've got such long hairs to cover it up.
Yeah, having the long hair sort of like helped it.
I mean, it goes back a bit, you know.
Yeah. It's not a contest. Yeah, it's not a contest though.
It's fine. It's just what happens when you get old. Like, it's all right.
We're saying like old, like not in 30s yet, getting there.
Yeah, soon. Yeah.
Hashtag
29.95.
It's just sitting there like those fucking whippersnappers. That's what I'm assuming Ed is the oldest in the league.
I honestly have
I don't know how
idea.
like Chris Munden and Ray are, people like that, because they're so wise. I feel like they should be older. But
They're probably younger than us.
Maybe
Like, it'll
younger.
turn out.
Maybe we're old. Who knows?
I think
29.
I don't know.
29.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 28 still.
Still got a couple of months.
Bless him.
Literally a couple of months.
Joe, how old are you?
How old am I? I am 27.
27.
He says,
Nice.
unsure. I may have to do some
when
maths.
I was born.
Oh, I know when I was born. I just don't know what year is it. What year is it?
So we were going to try and make this more like concise
Compact,
episode, and I've already given us a tangent. All right. Yeah, so a bit unlucky for Zoe, but still a well-played game by both coaches. Then in the diamond bracket, we saw the Bristol Braveries taking on the Chippenham Town Charmeleons, and that, you know, that you could consider to be like a final, like, you know, that's sort of two of the top players and battling out. Rob, a favourite to win, and yeah, didn't quite go that way.
Yeah. We had Ed's meme in the saying with the pearl. It was like pearl bracket.
Oh yeah,
the diamond bracket and then pearl bracket.
It is on point with the memes. I love it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Uh,
good.
So I think in the match it was Mega Gyarados going to town. It just sort of kept waterfalling, like everything. Just anything that didn't kill, it sort of weakened enough that you could kill it with other things. The Tapu Koko with the focus sash. So Rob can't even kill it.
Rob can't even kill it.
Just boosting his hatred for it further.
Yeah, well known for his Tapu Koko hate and wanting it banned, much to my chagrin.
Oh, you hate that he wants it banned.
I hate that he wants it banned, yeah.
I 100% agree with Rob, but don't care enough to join his
lobby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine, it's a good mom.
Exactly.
We've done this conversation
We did
a
it
bunch
last
of
season.
times.
Like, yeah.
We did it last episode, and we lost. Oh dear. And then the last one that's not our game. Actually, sorry, there's two more. There's the Bar City Bouffalons versus the Ealing Elekkids.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is another one of the potential
toppling of
finalists
Ray
being dethroned. Trying to think what's happened.
It was a Z Happy Hour Jirachi.
Yeah.
Which Ray was not ready for.
Love to boost in this one. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even consider that it got such a move. But I'm wondering if the fact that it was shiny gives away the fact that it learns that move. Like, is it only the shiny variant that knows Happy Hour?
No idea.
Something to research if you're going up against Sam in the next match. Tom Goodster.
Like, it's worth just having a check and looking up. Was it celebrate Happy Hour, hold hands, even like Splash.
Yeah.
Just learn who gets those boot moves, because if they put a Z version of them on, then things can go bad if you're not expecting them.
Yeah, quite often I just go on to Google and I search Z moves, and then I just look at the whole list and I see what the interesting ones are. So there's a couple that I still want to try, but
there's some funky ones.
It's risky now. We're in playoffs, and there was no time to bring in the other games. And last but not least, it was the Limehouse Luxrays versus the Kingswood Kabutops. Sorry. Before we go on to that, sorry, I forgot there was also the Mega Altaria Dragon Dancing. That's just getting way too. Way too
lucky.
Yeah.
Too big for his boots, man.
Pretty cute. It's
It'll
pretty
backfire
cute.
against him.
Yeah. Wasn't he? Am I wrong in saying he didn't get confused at time?
Yes. There was I don't think the game would have gone the other way, but if he'd slapped himself in confusion, then Ray would have at least got another mon off of him.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I think Sam still had Jolteon in the back, so he could have taken care of the remaining
Tornadus.
Yeah, not Thunder.
So then on to last game, which was the Limehouse Luxrays versus the Kingdoms of Kabutops, and this was Crispy's plan that he'd come up. He'd done a couple of prep games against me that went very well, so my tip to anyone, don't do a prep game against me, because I will just make the other team look bad and then you'll get a free win against me and go in and then get smashed. Sorry. But yeah, so Crispy had it like all planned out. I'd seen his brief sheet. I was in awe of the amount of prep that he does and gives to whatever Marion to help him sort of learn the matchup and learn the game. What was it that Dom said in previous Saturday League? It was like, you can't plan for a Maverick. Dom just comes out there, puts sword stance on everything. Slaps him in the face with a Garchomp over and
Which
over.
is still taking names. That Garchomp is,
It's got to be one of the kill leaders.
I think it's got to be the kill leader.
Yeah.
And
you think the kill leader?
I think it is the kill leader. And last episode, when I was like, I don't know how these two kind of got into Pearl, but I've taken notice of the Garchomp just killing everything. So that's probably how.
Yeah.
And he's continuing that trend. It's like, sort of like the unknown swooping in to take this diamond bracket. Even.
Do you think we cursed Ray and Rob by pegging them as our favourites?
Ooh.
And now instantly they've been knocked down to Pearl.
Did you guys curse them?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Ray, people wanted them to go. They wanted Rob to lose so that if he did win, he would win with a loss, because they didn't want anyone to get to the end and have never lost a game. Because all the champions so far have lost at least one game.
Yes.
Yeah, going undefeated. So
Yeah. Because Dom lost to Ed. You lost to me? Was it?
I lost to...
Wasn't that
maybe
the Salamence where I...
No, that was season one.
Was that season one? Oh, that was season one, yeah.
I can't remember.
It
got me
a long time ago. And then Sam lost a couple games here and there last season. So Rob, if he is to do it, he has now lost a game. That no one has gone undefeated this season.
There we go.
He's got to run the gauntlet in the Shark Tank for the losers bracket.
Welcome to hell.
Right. Speaking of Shark Tank, should we get on to our first game of the day?
Let's do such a thing.
Gonna be. It's the Luton Town Leafeons versus the Glasgow Golducks.
Yeah.
So, looking at the team, I see you've brought your Honchkrow at last.
Moonwalker's coming in.
Yeah.
So this match was the first match that was played in this round. I was confident going in because I'd 6-0'd in the last two times we played, and then doing the prep, looking at the matchup, I was slightly worried. Not gonna lie, I was slightly worried, but I thought I know what he would bring anyway, so I just plan around that. He didn't bring Jinx. Lovely kiss. Choice scarf. I was like, but that's what he does. And
That's
yeah,
how
so
Stu's unpredictable. You don't know when he's going to bring his really predictable strats.
I know, right?
It could be every game like the Steelix, or it could be every game bar one.
Yeah.
And the Jinx is not there.
Like going into this match, I was a little bit worried about like the matchup, but not worried against like the player matchup. I think I was fine. I got this, and then it kind of, as we were playing it, it was looking dicey for a few hot turns. Like I should not have won this match. Let's put it that way. Shouldn't have won this. He clicked a few moves that he shouldn't have.
We'll get into that in a moment. But so I'm just mesmerized by the Flappy Birdness of Honchkrow, Zapdos, and Aerodactyl. And then you got Dragonite just on the side. Look, I can do it too.
I'm part of the team.
Garbodor lightly swaying in the
Speaking of Garbodor,
that was what I was going to do next.
You've gone for this literal pile of garbage of tier 5 over your mega, over your mega Heracross.
Over your mega Heracross.
Yeah, because he has the mega Aerodactyl. I didn't want to bring it for that, and I had not a lot for Arcanine either.
Did not get like Rock Blast or something?
Actually, no, I had everything for Arcanine.
The thing is, Aerodactyl's only he gets Fly, or he's using Aerial Ace.
Yeah, and it would die.
Yeah, but so if he flies in the air, you switch out. He uses Aerial Ace. I
don't know.
I mean, that's the same as anything having a hidden power flying.
It was because Garbodor did well against everything, mainly by exploding. Heracross didn't. So I was like,
you say that, but like looking at this team that Stu's got right now, so Aerodactyl, you can Rock Blast neutrally. Steelix, you can.
I would have died beforehand because it's
Thrust.
very fast, and it will get a free hold hands, a free Sharp Claws, Home Claws. That's one like boost if I have.
Die to a big old Rock Blast.
But it won't, because it will kill me first. It's an incredibly fast con.
If it's honing its claws, you just blast its face off.
But that's the thing. So I run away from it, and
don't run away. You just gotta smash it.
but it's just there to die. Like, it's not going to.
Do you think Stu is going to send out an Aerodactyl and not click Hone Claws?
Okay.
In that one situation, in a 1v1 versus Aerodactyl, yes, your Heracross loses. So does Garbodor. Garbodor gets shat on by an Aerodactyl.
No, it won't. Because it will Choice Band explode in his fucking face.
Which is resisted, which will still do less damage than a neutral Rock Blast for a Mega Heracross.
And also, there is the fact that if I did have to lose a Mon, I didn't want it to be him killing me. I want it to be me exploding in his face. So I take the kill. Right. I take that kill from him. The tiny bit of enjoyment he would have got.
Oh yeah, was it because you guys have the classic rivalry of you 6-0'ing him. So it's like, okay, he doesn't even get the 6-0. The one Mon he took, I took from him.
Exactly.
But as it turns out,
in the story,
you are a lucky boy.
He took more than you bargained for.
You nearly lost this one, and I think if Stu had kept clicking a certain move, then it would have it would have been all over.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, man.
Well, should we hop on in?
Yeah. All right, we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go. It's the thing with the name I hate.
Quetzalcoatl.
Burp.
Oh, it lives.
Big
heat wave.
The red card.
And there it is.
About the red card.
Everyone.
Oh, here we go. It's Garbodor's time to shine.
My man.
Gets a kill.
It did it. Yeah.
Yeah, it did 10 damage to a Steelix. Okay. Yeah, that was the Arcanine. Couldn't have Stomping Tantrumed again. Like, is the Garbodor still useful? I guess.
Yes, the Garbodor is very useful.
I'm not sure about this.
Stomping Tantrum.
The flame wheel we just saw there from the Arcanine.
That's true.
Flare Blitz. I know it has recoil, but does literally double the damage of that.
Here's the power-up punch mark.
Oh, the blue was pop. We had a blue fight go.
Yeah. And against Shadow Sneak. I didn't know Muck gets these moves.
Yeah, Muck gets Shadow Sneak.
Like,
I mean, this is pretty nice. You got a Heat Ran out with Flash Fire.
I know this is going to be choice scarf dynamic punch, because it's always choice scarf dynamic.
I mean, it could be choice band dynamic punch. Massive
Either
damage
way.
and confusion.
No, I think it's definitely scarf because he was faster.
Right.
And I hit myself in confusion here. That would have been explosion.
That would have been.
That would have been explosion. So I've lost them on now, so I don't have to play around,
Now.
trying.
Oh,
Here. Right.
Oh yeah.
We see that do 49% and then confuse.
He's still got 4 left. I luck out not being.
He knocks off the choice scarf, and then he just decides, you know what?
Oh, no. You know
I'll
what?
use this really weak move.
I'm going to make the case that this is actually PK, Play and Stu. Use knockoff, so gave Stu more options to
Do we see how much damage the dynamic punch does without a crit? Because that happens soon. Here we go.
34.
34. So it was on 4. So it still wouldn't have killed, actually. Because the first one was a crit as it came in.
But it still would have been better.
Yeah, would have been better, but still, actually, it still wouldn't have been able to out damage a wish.
Protect.
So
Unless
unless
you
you
would
hit
have
yourself.
been more behind, you would have had to do.
Unfortunately,
another
I
one
get the
straight
burn as
away.
well at the end.
Yeah, and then the burn is just the nail in the coffin.
The
So,
Dragonite
yeah.
is scary.
It came out and it didn't get hit by Stealth Rocks for the first time.
Oh, for
And I
2%.
Knocked it right
This was
off.
a head in hands moment. For
Yeah.
Stu.
It was
so
just like,
close.
oh no.
White
Because it-
Lens improves the accuracy of moves for those wondering. So he gets 100% or 95% accurate Draco meters. Or whatever it is.
99% accurate Draco.
Okay.
See, and in my mind, this Brenda should be dead, but it's already managed to get a burn off, knock off a Dragonite. I think it goes on to kill this Machamp and one other thing on top of my head, and it's just like, ugh.
It's definitely sticking around. Big
Yeah.
Brand,
Like, if Stu had maybe just clicked that dynamic punch that one more time.
that was his last dynamic punch that we had.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, that one right there into the protect.
Well, I guess
Mega
what-
kick.
Meg.
I guess what he
love it.
needs to do is maybe getting Dragonite and when Brenda's on a low enough HP that
I have to
Draco Meter
wish.
will kill. But yeah, I guess because he's got to switch out. I mean, if he's got another move to weaken Brenda and then Draco Meter you, maybe that's the play
Yeah.
to go for.
Okay, so here's where I know he's gonna hone claws up. So I have to go for a scald burn here and hope. Because this is a scary Aerodactyl.
Scarodactyl. But the Iron Tail.
For no reason.
I guess
like
predicting a switch, but actually no, it's bad against all your mons.
And yet he should have just clicked Stone Edge, which is 100% accurate.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not sure what the Iron Tail was about.
And I get...
Still lives.
Can we backtrack to Mega Kick as well? Because
Yes.
Stu, there's a move called Return that's just literally better in
Better
every
in
single
every
way than.
But it's not called
Mega
Mega
Kick.
Kick.
I mean, that's true.
Mega Kick. I mean, hey, I'd pick a move because it's called Mega Kick.
Mega Kick's not even that mega. Just a bit.
Ecto kick. Ecto kick. Yeah, do it.
Oh, what's it gonna do? Big Brave Bat.
Big Brave Bat.
Quite a lot. To
Yeah.
Dragonite.
The life orb.
And Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch, finish it off.
Gets a kill, Moonwalker. Let's go.
With the Mox
Mox
boost.
power.
Can this now just
Yeah.
kill
Eliminates.
Arcanine?
No, because it's got extreme speed, which is
Extreme
+2. Sucker Punch is
okay,
only
yeah, yeah.
+1. So
There you go, and
he gets
that's
the 3.
3 down. I guess your best thing to deal with this is probably Heat Ram, isn't it?
Uh,
Still to resist the extreme speed. Actually, you should have just gone into Heat Ram because it just full on.
he was choiced into E-Speed, yeah, but
He
I
was
wanted
choiced
to get
into
the
it,
Z move.
and even if he wasn't, then Flash Fire would have saved you. You could stop
Yeah.
the chatter and then return.
But I wanted to use the Z move.
This is true. This is true. Well done. Nice Gigavolt.
Gigavolt Havoc. Yeah.
Yeah. See, tragically, I think that could have been Stu's if he
Yeah, it should have
just
Yeah,
clicked
man.
his dynamic punch one more time.
And he was enjoying it as well. That was a really great
Stone
game
Edge
to
a couple
see.
of times as well. Yeah.
Just a shame he didn't carry on using the moves that were working. Yeah, well, so
So he's
that's
into retirement now, and he can fade away into the sunset like he always wanted, but people kept dragging him back.
We'll
be
drag him
back.
back, yeah.
he'll be back in one way or another.
Going nowhere.
Dual coaches. It's going to be Stu and Dom together. Stom. That's going to be their name.
We'll just draft a team for him in the draft as a collective, and
Although,
then
we were close.
just post the matches and tag him in it, and he'll be like, "What? I'm meant to be out. I was meant to be free." And he's like, "No, Stu, you got 10 days. You got 10 days to play your match. Go on." He's like, "No, set me free.
Set me free.
Trust me, and we will escape
from the city.
On to our next game, and this is going to be. Oh, it's me.
It is you.
It's you."
It me, JP. The Torrington Torricats versus the Woody Woody Tots. This is going to be a scary game. I didn't know what to think about this.
Yeah, scary team. Mega
versus
Diancy
John-
and the Crew in Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. And like my team, notoriously weak against Fairy, and there he is with a big old Fairy type Mega Diancy on there. It's kind of like the best Fairy out there, isn't it?
It seemed that good to me. Not gonna lie.
Best light screens I've ever seen.
Best life.
A sandstormed up right in their faces.
What is it with you and light screen and reflect? Because you did it with Blooming Superior as well.
Exactly. I'm just trying to be unpredictable.
Yeah, but
You of all people should respect
I
that.
know, but there's times and places. And
Yeah, that's fine.
you're just like, now's the time. We're like, no, you just get like mad boosts from Contrary and kill them.
You put in work though. Right, I'm happy.
Yeah, man.
And now you've got to fear it. People have to fear it.
This is true. This is true.
Well, not if you bring a Garbodor instead of it, you know.
Yeah.
But I like
Garbodor's made it to another game.
Garbodor's back again.
And speaking of a mon that has made it to too many games, Pangoro is here.
Hey, it's JP's
there again.
Pangoro back again. But like the 7th game in a row or something like that.
Every single game.
It just makes it to far too many games. In the calcs, it just does so much. And in fact, he does a hell of a lot in this game. I've revived the old strategy of Trick Room and Pangoro kills everything.
That old chestnut.
It has served me well so far this tournament. Along with a little unlucky chicken who, doing the same old tricks, bringing the same tricks, and still going to town with them.
So mad at you.
Do you know what? I'm doing the same thing every game and no one's doing anything about it. So I'm calling you guys out. Somebody stop me.
It was a wild one-off. He'll never do that crazy Skarmory strat again. Oh, the 6th game in a row. Here we go. He's doing this crazy
They'll
Skarmory.
never expect the 10th.
God damn it.
Chris Munden is not ready for Stealth Rocks and Spikes Skarmory. Let me tell you that.
She'll be like, wait, what? I didn't put defog on any of my mobs. Oh, God.
It's sturdy this time. What?
I didn't know it got Toxic Spike. What? It doesn't.
Just set it
I wish
up
it did.
everything.
I mean, yes, it gets Toxic Spikes. Queen. Anything else? Oh, there's also a new addition to the team. Can you see who it is?
It's one of your best mons.
It's my tier
Your
1.
tier 1 mimic you.
Hey, he's made it to the game. He doesn't do anything though.
He
Don't even see, he doesn't even hit the field. Yeah, sad.
He's just in the back cheering. He is the super fan after
He is.
all.
He is the
He is.
Good. I don't think it's going to do a creepy impression. I'm not.
Jamie Rat have my favourite.
Tell you what, that's a good. That's what Dom sounds like sometimes on the Let's Plays. He's like, Ray!
Oh, yeah.
It's me, Lyra.
Oh,
And
they've
this
got to bring back Ray and Dom game. It's so funny. And PK, you need to watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh,
bring it
yeah.
back. I didn't know it was
So
there to
good.
begin with. All I know of them is Out of Your League.
We'll have like a I don't know, Raid-on gaming party where we just sit down and watch Raid-on
Oh,
gaming.
yeah. Well, so yeah,
I won't be
egg
there
block.
because otherwise that'd be weird.
On Facebook, there's that new feature where you can do like movie parties or something. We could do like a watch Raid-on gaming party, or they could do like a live stream. We'll watch it. That sounds like great fun.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I want them to play?
What do you want them to play?
Crazy Pokemon game that no one remembers existed, and I have no idea that it
God.
exists.
Here we go.
Pokemon Conquest. Ever remember Pokemon Conquest?
Did anyone
like-
own Pokemon Conquest?
There was like teasers for, and I was like, "What's this wacky crazy thing?" And then I like came and went. I never got it, but there's like art from the game where it's a mix of a Japanese feudal tactical RPG crossed with Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like the feudal lords and the daimyo. So you have all the classics like Noda Obunaga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oda
Yukimura.
Nobunaga is the man. He is the head honcho of Japanese
massive
history.
He's got a shiny Rayquaza as
Super
his
Super.
companion
Does, yeah.
cool thing, and like
cool
all the
guy.
different like generals and captains and things all have Pokemon with
Yukimura!
them. Yeah, that matches their. Like,
Yukimura!
And Date Masamune has his guns on.
He does. in all of his English guns. Are
you ready?
Are you ready? Come on,
guns on.
put your guns. We're referencing Sengoku Basara. It's a really over-the-top anime about like the Japanese warring kingdoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so
really good.
Same people who
watch,
did
actually.
Pokemon Conquest.
and
So,
good
yeah.
games as well.
Good games, yeah.
Yeah.
Like hack and slash games, aren't they? Generally.
Yeah, they're like Dynasty Warriors, but
Yeah.
with fun in them. So.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but with Japanese people instead of Chinese historical people, aren't they?
There's only one character of note or worth in Dynasty Warriors, and that is Lubu.
It's Lubu!
It's Lubu! Just any time he appears, it's like, oh shit, it's going down.
Oh shit, this is gonna be a good one.
To the point they even put a Lubu clone in Hyrule Warriors that's like Volvagia or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's in all the Warriors Orochi. Oh, he's there.
Oh, is he there as
Lubu's
well?
Yeah, he's there.
He's
He's
never
like
missing.
one of the big bads that's always, Lubu's possessed by a demon again. He better be the big bad.
And then they gave a skin to Jarvan in League of Legends as well.
Yeah.
So Lubu is everywhere. Lubu and Oda Nobunaga are the men.
See, what I find fun is the voice actor for Lubu he's the commander in Monster Hunter World. So he's like, hunters, you need to get out there. it's Lubu telling me to go on a mission. Yeah. I recently started playing Dauntless, and the first Dauntless is a Monster Hunter clone, a free Monster Hunter clone, and the first character that you meet, or the second character on the ship in the opening cutscene, is this guy called the bosun. He's the bosun of the ship, and he's the same voice actor. He's like, well, Slayers, looks like you're back here again. Telling me to go hunt shit. Yeah, let's go.
This guy is alright, he's everywhere. Oh god. Speaking of the guys, my match with John. So just before we get into the game, last thing I want to say, or last two things I want to say. One, I was pooping myself when I saw Nidoqueen because I didn't really prep for it, and I put it into the calcs. I put it into the calcs as we got into the team screen, and I was like, oh shit, I've got like two things that take it out, and if I don't, then it just kills me.
Yeah, it has hands though.
It does have hands.
These hands.
You can't deny that those things are hands.
As in, it gets sucker punches. But it's got hands. That's Dom's old
Is it?
saying for it has sucker punches. Oh, it's got hands.
Oh.
It's got hands.
I never picked up on that.
It can also ice punch. Let's put
Yes. Yeah. It can. It can use
slap
many
the shit out of you.
ice moves. And last thing I want to say, he has got the Silverly. I've got the Type Null. I chickened out on bringing it because I wanted to bring the boys you see on the screen, but In a rematch, you can bet it would be a Type Null Steve 1v1.
The dullest, most using tailwindiest.
Tailwind, parting shot, toxic.
I mean, I'd win because I'd be insanely tanky.
But he'd bring Silverly Steel, and then you can't toxic him, right?
Oh, no, that's true, actually. But if I bring the rest set, then it won't matter if he toxics me.
Anyway, sleep talk, parting shot.
That isn't a match that's happening right now. This match is. So let's get into it with a 3, a 2, a 1. Okay. Turn 1, he goes into the thing. I'm like, oh shit.
She's got hands. She's got hands.
They're going to elite Haxorus, get off a cheeky little dragon dance here. The reason was
Sash.
I have Focus Sash.
God.
Because, like, actually, aside from Nidoqueen, he's not got any priority. So if I get a Dragon Dance off, this is faster than everything except for, like, a Choice Scarf Starmie. And because the Starmie didn't come out, I'm like, great, I can do this. Sure, I go down to the Iron Bulbs and the Ferrothorn, but I've taken care of the Nidoqueen I was super scared of, and the Ferrothorn for my Haxorus, which normally just dies without doing anything. So,
that's a hell of a trade.
Yes.
A tier 3 for a tier 3 and a tier 2.
Mm-hmm. And now he's gone into the next thing that I'm super scared of, but it does run out for Eric, which
the Protect the Scout to see if you had a steel move coming was pretty clever.
Yep, but actually played quite nicely for me because it meant that I could get a Trick Room out on the Switch. And yeah, here comes the panda.
Pangora. I didn't realise that the Silverly used sword stance before it went down. So it must have been like a
super offensive
proper
set,
offensive
actually.
Cool set rather than parting shot, tailwind and all that.
This thing getting lucky with the Diamond
protect.
Storm boost.
You mean the 50% chance?
50% chance, yeah, but like it got two boosts, and if you got another one, then it was nearly unkillable.
Literally.
So I had to play around this now because it was protecting, it was stalling out Trick Room. That Psychic was absolutely crucial because it got the defense boost. I needed the damage on so that I could send in this and kill it with a waterfall. Here we go. So there's three turns of Trick Room left. He protects. Fair enough. Protects again. So he gets the double protect. Another turn of Trick Room, which now, if I manage to kill this now, which I will because he went for protect again and it failed, thank God. But
if he got the third one off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But now, so Trick Room's down, which means that his Starmie is now faster than my Fraligator. So him doing the double protect managed to get him the kill on that. And also, because this is so fast, Pangoro can one-shot it, but it's going to take a big Hydro Pump for its trouble. So, yeah, there it goes. Down to the knockoff. And, yeah, I now have a very wounded panda.
Did you not want to go to Mimikyu there and hit it with a super effective ghost move that you were fully safe because of your disguise?
Disguise, yeah.
You know, I could have, but I just really wanted Pangoro to get another kill.
There we go.
And here it comes.
There it is.
No, that's unfortunate. That's a big hit for you. Wait, weak armor. That's pretty. Oh, wait, a weakness policy.
There's a lot of text on the screen right there.
So weak armor, weak policies.
Yeah,
that's when he's at his strongest.
My chicken taking out his big bad dragon. And that was me going through into round 2 of the Diamond Cup and knocking John down into Pearl.
So we'll see more of him on this show coming up
in the rough.
in another episode.
That's my Toad impression.
My Peach impression. I've got it.
I've got it. Your Warrior and Peach impression.
Peachy's got it.
Yeah, Peachy's got it.
Peachy's got it.
Oh, man. So, yeah, John was apparently pretty scared of weak armor Scary because he says does quite well against his team. Again, I think that's probably because he hasn't got a lot of priority, and it's only if he's got a choice Scarfer or Starmie, maybe Mega Diancie, that'll speed it. But I feel
two
like
big offensive threats are weak to steel, so
yeah, and I feel like I speed tiered Skarmory so it could outspeed Diancie after a boost for the Iron Head. but I can't remember. Yeah, so that was good game. Well played to John. Managed to play around the unfavourable odds with some nice protecting. Good. Should we move on to our third game? This is going
indeed.
to be the Croconaurs versus the
Malford Nasty Grains.
I was going to say
Medford
Medford. It's Medford Nasty Grains, but it's the
Malford Masquerades.
Masquerades. That's one. Blah, blah, blah. So Jay,
Yeah.
this is your match.
Yeah.
Talk us through it.
So Dom dismantles me piece by piece, and then leaves just one piece left. And that one piece just Jengas all over Dom and wins. So spoilers, it's I thought it was completely fucking lost. He probably thought he'd completely fucking won and sort of fluked it. Yeah.
A reversal of fortune.
Yeah, just I mean not fluked it, I guess, but
I wasn't happy at the end.
Yeah,
He was not happy.
Because this is Dom's fourth appearance on this show this season, out of the 7 rounds we've had, and
True,
this is the best he's played.
He played.
He played amazingly, and he dismantled. Like I have all these strats at the start, and it was just like I was like, oh,
he had
I've got
answers for everything, except for one thing.
But yeah, I feel like this is one of the few games we've had this season that have been like a real someone's going to win and then there's been a complete upset. I guess the other game would be your match actually versus each other at the start when Joe was bopping you, PK, and then you just sent out Brenda and just won the game.
Oh yeah.
And there was another one. It was like was it season 2? You versus Rob, Joe?
You versus Rob, yeah.
You seem to be in these games a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't your games. It was just like you
he
either
smashed
win
me
or
down
you get
to my
smashed.
final mon, which was a Mega Sharpedo, and then Mega Sharpedo came out and clean sweeped 5 or 6 of Rob's mon.
Yeah,
and
that
to win,
right.
it would just it just went, oh. And I can remember being in the chat and Rob being like, good game? Guess I just keep click and crunch and I win.
He took it very well.
Rob takes all of his losses against you very well, especially after season 3.
Another one I remember was also in season 2, was against Tom Goodser, where I was getting outplayed, getting destroyed, and then I was set out Megana, like either as my last mon or very basically my last mon. Managed to get off a shift gear and then sweep 4 or 5 of the mons back, and managed to get it back from the clutches.
Fucking McGinnis, man. Do you know what? That's a name I'd forgotten.
Oh yeah.
Just hearing it again brings back terrible memories. Uninstall.
I told you it was broken. I told you it was good. But I had to draft it to show you how good it was.
Ed had was it Ed or Chris Munn? It was Ed, wasn't it? Had it on his Trick Room team. And it was completely unimposing, unthreatening. I think he had Victini as well, and it was like, it's fine. And then you drafted fucking McGinnis, smashed everyone in. I did a few things with Victini, and then Chris Munden's done great with it as well. Put Victini on the radar. It's just like, Ed, what you do with all these great months?
Speaking of Victini, should we get in?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Victini, man. Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
So I thought, it's time for a return of my Trick Room explode into belly drum. And right there, I was like, I'm special offensive. I'll be able to live whatever.
No,
you forgot about the heat proof on there.
Did put heat proof on it, put levitate.
Yeah.
Didn't even think. But I was like, he's going to have to switch because he's got the special attack drop. So I can still get in Snorlax clean and do a belly drum. But then he just hazes. So I was like,
no. That feels bad.
That's really bad.
Let's come back. Yeah, it can recover out of that.
I could belly drum again later down.
Again?
No, later down.
Now.
But he's faster than me, so he just hazes again on the turn after. But I mean, later down the line, I could, but I was like, I have to get out of here. And then this Jolt, this Umbreon.
Umbreon,
It's the thing I was afraid of more than anything else on his team. That's why every one of my Mons is packing Focus Blast, I think. It's ridiculous.
Look, so happy.
Yeah.
Disgusting. A resisted
So happy.
Hate it.
Watching
Let's
this,
go, Umbreon.
This is kind of where I tuned in when I saw that you played, and I was just like, oh, he's just taking a big foul play, but well, this isn't going to kill it if you've not got a super effective move, and then just died to foul play. Really. So I was just like, oh, well, the game's over from here, pretty much.
Yeah, I think you pointed out maybe I should have gone back to Thunderous.
Yeah, I guess foul play wouldn't have done that much.
Maybe
Then you could
set up on him.
Oh,
set up
the magic bounce spore, and I was just like, at this point, I was like, fucking hell, this might be a 6-0.
Yeah.
Jesus. But then this little shot of luck.
This
the size of that crit.
That crit, like all the others are doing less than 20 damage. That did 45.7%.
I would like to do the maximum high roll and crit roll. Thank you. Well, I guess because the crit ignores the reflect, so it then doubles the damage and then times it by 1.5.
Right,
so that's,
okay.
Yeah, that's why it was suddenly like huge damage.
Yeah, because you were like, don't crit, and he was like, God damn me.
But I was like, okay, well, we got one, but we're still just getting fucking dismantled by this foul play Jolteon.
Why didn't Dom bring this Umbreon versus me? I felt like foul play would kind of wreck me.
But I knew something would go to sleep because his magic bounce was gone now, so I could click Spore for free. How I can just.
Oh, it's good job here. So this is an inner focus Umbreon. It's not synchronized. Otherwise, you'd be put to sleep right now.
Again, that is not something I'd even considered.
Yeah.
Just like, send him to sleep. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah.
So you have dropped attack and defense. So he is going to go for the switch into Furious George. Still behind the reflect. So despite his frail defense, is not doing a lot.
Yeah, and I was at 0.75 attack. But I just did that to try and finish off the Umbreon. Now the bulk up, I wasn't too worried about because I can just smack it. But the knockoff knocks off my Choice Scarf that now makes me slower than the Zeraora, so he can just finish me off.
Okay.
So I didn't really have any options. I could go back to Breloom, but then that would break its Focus Sash, which I needed to live that
so you
and be
can
able to kill it back.
Yeah.
So it's currently 5v2.
Yeah, I was
take
like,
it
this is
down.
done. This is done. Like,
I mean,
you get
Peony
like a
hasn't
Mac punch off or
appeared, and you've got
something.
1% off.
Oh, this is just going to
He
fake
just
out a
needs-
quick attack you.
Yeah, I was like, it's just going to fake me out. But
power punch.
he did this
Even worse.
last match.
Yeah.
He just did a cheeky power punch to kill my 1% Breloom, and he did that last match as well.
This is a great strat. It's a great strat. It's like using
all powered up, Mega. Like,
So I only have one thing left. I was like, well, it's a Z Celebrate. I have to click Z Celebrate.
16% Z Celebrate against Hormons. Okay.
Now, if that Mega Lopunny had quick attack, I was a dead Mon.
Yeah.
But now, full power kills this. Big
free
psychic
and
hit.
easy.
Oh.
Okay. The
Well, you
Umbreon's
can't
on
do
no
that.
health
So
and
it doesn't
asleep.
matter. You can.
I was like, well, I have Searing Shot. That'll finish that off.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Okay. So can you one shot a Chandelier?
I
What
mean,
have you
like, I
got for
outspeed it, and I was like, well, just Ghost resist Psychic?
And-
No, it's neutral. Well, it's better than my other move, so I'm going to click it either way. And yeah,
that? Hot
sort of
diggity
killed
damn.
him.
Yeah.
Clutched victories from the jaws
Yeah.
of defeat.
Yeah, man. That was that was insane. Can't believe you pulled that one out.
Yeah,
Well done.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I turned to my girlfriend while playing this while I was down to like a couple more. I was like, yeah, I think I've completely lost, but oh well.
Yeah.
I just sort of won. Took me by surprise. Took Dom by surprise.
Just look over and be like,
Yeah. I was like, oh,
oh.
I think I've won.
Oh.
Oh. All
Up
right
until
then.
the point he lost, he was winning. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And so continues your path onto the end of Pearl Bracket. Only 6 more games to go.
we're all still in. We're all still in.
I don't want to get hope. I don't want to have hope yet. It's that's what kills you in Pearl Racket is the hope. You think maybe I could go. No. Do not dare to dream.
Yeah. It's just like looking at the brackets for next round. There's some hot games on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, so that actually concluded All Out Pummelling winning all 3 of our games, and Out Your League actually winning a big fat 0 of the game.
I feel like that's the first time we've won all of them.
2 of them being eliminated.
That is 2 Out Your Leagues eliminated.
Not just losing, eliminating.
At the earliest point
Ray's
possible.
the only one still going.
Oh, God.
And he's in peril with the 2 of us, and not you, Mr. Hoity-Toity Diamond.
And he's
Up
on my
your
side of the
pedestal.
packet, I think.
Yay. Speaking of Yay and Ray, should we go on to our name raider for this?
Name
raider for today. Here we go. It's Ray's name rater, which I'm gonna expertly read out with my incredible enunciation abilities and overall good English.
I mean, you've had a go at it already. So
Yeah, we'll try and act as surprised and impressed as we were the first time round, but now we know the
hey,
names.
you might-
but,
maybe
yeah.
not the
Forgot all of them.
40-minute tangent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this what sparked the Fire Emblem?
Yes, it was Ray's name raider.
Oh yeah, because Lynn. Yeah, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to tangent up.
Well, should we start off with that one then? Because you've already given it away. This is actually going to be the name for the Mian Xiao. So Ray actually, kudos to him. He gave them in the right order. Well, before I should say,
It's just gonna fuck up your editing. Should we just do it?
Oh, fine. We'll go back. We'll do it the other way. I'll start
the
from
right way.
square one. So Ray prefaces this like he did with his last name rater with a little spiel. He says, hopefully these are better than last time and provide lots of juicy opportunities for tangents. Oh boy, did it give us a tangent last time.
Unfortunately, the world will never know.
You don't want to see a half-hour tangent that's just me talking and a bunch of cameras just going on.
So the problem we had with our last recording is it picked up all of JP's audio but none of me or PK's. So if you are interested in a nearly 3-hour-long video of JP nodding and then saying a couple of lines and then nodding along for a few minutes while some mouths move silently in the background, we've got that.
We've got you covered.
We have the technology.
I'll upload that. That'll be shit. Maybe some highlights will creep in though. It'll just be highlights of me, of course. Oh dear. But yeah, he also says he loves the show, guys. Keep up the good work. We did that last time as well. So his first Pokemon and overall most hated Pokemon in the league, aside from Brenda, it's Venusaur, the Mega Venusaur. You're not getting that next season. No, we're not letting you have that next season. Don't care if you want it. It's not on your team.
Got my eye on that thing.
He's gonna make himself first pick, isn't he? So yeah. So
So, fuck you guys. This is my league.
Yeah. So he has called it. He's given it the same name that he gave it for last season, which was Vincent or Vince. To paraphrase Mr. Darcy, I don't know who that is, but a good Pokemon once.
Come on.
No, this is Mr. Darcy.
Colin Firth.
It's Colin Firth, yeah.
It's Colin Firth.
Oh boy.
You uncultured swine.
Didn't teach me.
He's
I
the
don't
main
know.
character in a very famous romance novel. I believe it's a romance novel.
Oh,
Called Pride and Prejudice.
This is probably what it's like when we all go on our Weeb alerts and then we don't explain everything. It's like, who's there? I have no idea what they're talking about. And then you were talking about some, regular people shit I don't know about. And then I'm just like,
Jane Austen.
Like, you can watch the Pride and Prejudice Zombies version if you want.
Oh, yeah.
That's a film that came out.
I was querying that the other day because I was like, I've never read Pride and Prejudice, but I swear there was like a zombie version.
Yeah, it's Pride and Prejudice.
She was like,
Pride
"I've never heard of
and
such a
Prejudice
thing."
and Zombies is the name of the title.
Is it as good as the Hansel and Gretel aftermath movie, whatever that was, where Hawkeye is? Hawkeye is.
Oh,
Hansel
yeah!
and,
that was surprisingly enjoyable.
it was surprisingly enjoyable. Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it, but I can't remember anything about it.
That's the main thing I remember.
That's probably the best thing about it. You don't remember it afterwards.
That Jeremy Renner was Hansel. That's the main thing I remember.
Yeah. It's just like really, it's like way too edgy.
On Google, on a side note, if you put in Hansel and Gretel, the first thing, if you put in Hansel, it's not doing it. Hansel and Gretel, it just went Hansel and Gretel get baked is the suggestion.
Yes.
I'm now going to click on. It's a film.
Movie.
It's a film from 2013.
Hansel
and Gretel
get
baked.
Yeah,
it's a horror movie.
Well, actually, that is exactly the plot of Hansel and Gretel, isn't it?
Yeah.
They get baked by the witch.
They
do. I'm the producer of Twilight.
But this one literally has a marijuana leaf as their as its pop start.
It is also known as Black Forest: Hansel and Gretel and the 420 Witch.
420 Witch.
I mean, I'll be honest. It's IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and ratings are not good.
It had a budget
not
of
bad, but not good.
$4.5 million.
$4.5 million.
But that's the budget, yeah. Who was?
It's got Molly Quinn in it. She's like an actual actress from things. Christ.
A lot of these people have Wikipedia pages.
Well, yeah, Molly Quinn's the daughter from Castle. You haven't seen that? She plays
the guy from
Nathan
The Princess
Fillion's
Maid
daughter.
and Robin Hood Men in Tights in it. Carrie Elwes, or however you say his name.
Elvis.
So Robin Hood and Wesley from The Princess Bride in it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just thinking about the tangent we just got on, and I literally just needed to read out 8 words to be finished with this.
We haven't even finished the first one. By the way, these are new tangents. These aren't even the same tangents we had before when hearing the same list of names.
Don't worry, Ray. We got you covered on the tangents. We got tangents coming out of our wazoos or whatever.
I really want to watch the 1 minute 54 trailer for Hansel. Should we edit in the trailer for Hansel and Gretel getting baked?
Maybe,
right?
or we can link it in the comments. I don't know if I want to edit that in.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it first. See if it's any...
Yeah, watch it, and then if it's okay, we'll put it in the comments of the video.
Yeah, I'll watch it on the download.
Yeah,
3 spooky 5 me.
On the download too slow. So Mr. Darcy says a good Pokemon once named is named forever. There you go. That's what I want to say. So because it had its name last season. I forget why it's actually called Vince. I feel like it was a movie reference to an actor called Vincent.
Don't remember.
Sorry, I was watching the trailer.
Is it good?
It looks
Are they getting
terrible.
baked? Yeah,
Absolutely terrible.
but what about the 420 Witch? Tell me.
It seems to have the same musical score as The Room going on in this trailer, and I just
$4.5 million.
On a very separate tangent, have either of you had a Copperberg in a while?
No,
because I feel like they've changed their recipe recently, and it's very refreshing.
Oh, it's better. You think? Yeah. Or is it just that it's sunnier? Because that changes.
Maybe
there is them.
Because they used to be when they first came out, it was like, oh my god, Copperberg's the best, and then it got a bit poo, and then stuff like Recorder League and stuff came out, and now they brought this back, and it's good again. I don't know. Doesn't taste like window cleaner.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so I was just saying about Vincent. I don't know if it's where the name originated before, whether it was. I feel like it was a movie reference.
Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Can't remember. I've check the tapes, check the archives on last season's name reader. Next name reader is going to be Tornadus T, which he has given the name Hurricane Neddy. Neddy, I should say. Which I really like the name. This is a great one.
I can see your reaction face.
It's really bad. Not the nickname. It's trailer. Oh my god.
Is it going in the comments?
Well, the fact that its biggest thing that came up was from the producers of Twilight.
No! Is it actually?
Yeah.
This woman is clearly someone else, just in terrible old woman suit.
Is she the 420 witch?
I think she's the 420 witch.
Yes!
Casts blaze it for massive damage.
Very well done. I'm happier now I know this film exists.
It doesn't look like a
An
real
original.
film. It just looks like a...
Has it got like really sort of dodgy CGI effects where stuff just kind of like
No, there's
plastered
no
on?
CGI at
Oh.
all. There's
Like a phone
Camera
camera,
horror film.
old like
it's
2000 Samsung phone camera.
no, it's indescribably bad. It's just
What-
it just
up
seems
to?
like a bad like YouTube fan trailer. Like if they were trying to make the most generic, cheesy horror trailer, kind of this.
Hmm.
But then they've got
$4.5
weird music in.
$1 million.
Christ. I'm still yet to ascertain if it's bad or good bad. So,
Just keep watching and let us know.
alright, will do.
Just watch the whole film.
In the meantime, Hurricane Neddy. I really like this name. So this is the title of one of Ray's favourite Simpsons episodes, in which Ned Flanders' house is destroyed by a hurricane. Are you both watching the trailer?
Are you watching?
Joe's
Oh,
face.
Oh,
the witch just went down underground and unveiled a huge weed plantation underground.
we should be doing like all that Pummelling reacts to terrible films or something. Oh, you'd be good at that, Joe.
I'm just watching his face and seeing it changing.
Sorry, we just had a Wilhelm scream in like the most trophy way. Oh,
Sorry, Ray. We'll get to your name.
10 out of 10.
sorry, it's only got 12 seconds left.
Okay. Is it coming to a cinema near us soon?
It's 2013. Yeah. We've still got 20 minutes worth of tangents to go on.
We're still going on, what about? You mean for me and Shell? Yeah, we're still going to get that.
I did it. I'm through.
Okay.
Done. Oh, it's playing again. It's looping.
Oh no!
Is it going in the
Out the other
comments?
side.
Christ, I think so. I think
Okay.
you may have to either edit it in now, or we may have to.
I'll stick it in the comments. Yeah.
So apparently, keeping on this tangent, it was
Oh,
one of
actually,
three.
why? Because
it was
I
one of-
could put the video in with Joe,
yeah.
so Joe's face, and then having just the video. So yeah, go.
So it was one of 3 Hansel and Gretel adaptations released in 2013. So this one came out the same year as the Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, which we referenced earlier. And there's an actual horror movie called Hansel and Gretel, just Hansel and Gretel. So there was
Okay.
So I
There's
think
2.
so the 421 is obviously meant to be like a comedy horror one. There's just Hansel and Gretel is an actual horror movie. Produced by the Asylum. I don't know what they are, but they're apparently a horror movie people.
I'll tell you what that
horror
was.
movie people.
They did
Some-
Sharknado.
Some copyright
Oh,
license to Hansel and Gretel timed out in that year, and 3 film companies were like, "Oh, Hansel and Gretel's open. Yeah, let's go make a
Really?
Hansel and Gretel film. Let's go. Yeah, it's free.
That's-
it's free
Oh my God.
domain now. Let's go."
So that's why I know the Asylum, because the Asylum people who did the actual like horror movie Hansel and Gretel released this year did Sharknado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all well known, apparently.
Yeah.
So that was some sort of names or something going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
sorry. We've only got to a
about-
second mon. What are we on?
We're talking
is
about
it?
The Simpsons.
Oh, sweet. I love this.
So yeah, the name Hurricane Neddy came from one of Ray's favourite Simpsons episode, where Ned Flanders' house is destroyed by a hurricane, and when his neighbours discover that he lacks home insurance because he considers it a form of gambling, the people of Springfield rebuild his house with hilarious results, which he's put in all caps. And he also likes the name because it actually sounds like a nickname, which it does. Hurricane Neddy. It's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, good. Next up, we have the Slow Bro, which can you guess what its name is?
Hansel and Gretel get baked. 420 Witch. I've got to
420
call one of my mons next season the 420 Witch.
420 Witch. Get like a Miss
Something that-
Magius or something. Yeah.
Is the shiny form of Miss Magia's green? Because if so,
Yeah.
look it up. Oh, I think it's like a weird sort of olive green.
Ooh,
Yes.
perfect.
Even better.
So the Slowbro is, of course, called Gertrude.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Gertrude is, of course, as long-term out of your league viewers will know, the name of his real Slowbro. You could put "real" in quotation marks because it's the plush.
What do you mean?
Real.
Real to me, damn it.
And former
still real.
out of your league host, Gertrude Slowbro.
Rest in peace.
Former, he's written. Former. Well, she's only
That's it.
restricted
She's
to the
out.
extravaganza videos now.
Been fired. She's been
Freelance.
canned.
She can do whatever she wants.
Do you remember, like, on old school Out of Your League when she made it to every episode and she had her own commentary?
Think we can? Think we can snipe her. Think we can headhunt Gertrude.
Oh,
If we can
oh,
drag her over to our
oh
side.
yes, get Slowbro. I'll move the totem up. We'll get a Slowbro put in underneath.
We'll just have one of us in each corner.
Oh
screen.
yeah, can have Slowbro in the corner so or put us all at the bottom.
Can you imagine
Nice
how
row.
pissed off Ray would be if we put a Slowbro plushie and just started going, "Hey, I'm Gertrude" in all of our episodes? He'd be like, "No, damn it, that's my bit."
Slowbro. Oh, Ray, you didn't do very well in this game.
No.
Maybe you should have drafted me again, you prick.
Guys, I'm out of here.
Looks like you haven't cast me in a while in any of your out of the league videos. Now, I'm fighting for the other team.
Stu is treating me much better than you, Ray. I'm sorry. I have to go now. I'm late for my massage.
Oh, he'd be livid.
If only you knew what we were plotting. So he adds a little fun fact, and this is that the first Pokemon he ever trained to level 100 was a female Slowbro, whom he caught at Slowpoke Well in the original Pokemon Silver, and he carried it all the way with him throughout the game. She knew Psychic, Surf, Icy Wind, and Yawn, which I'm actually very impressed that you remembered. And he says that she was brilliant. However, it wasn't until Gen 4. I got the Roman numerals this time. I didn't in the last episode.
Yeah, nice.
That he started nicknaming his Pokemon. So the original Slowbro that he had in Silver didn't have a nickname. The one that he caught in Pearl did have a nickname, and that one was called Gertrude because it was a suitably goofy girl's name. And yeah, from there on, the rest is history. So the original Slowbro wasn't Gertrude. It was the second Slowbro was Gertrude.
I don't think I've ever legit trained a Pokemon to 100.
Well, this is what I was about to ask. What was your first level 100?
It's got to be
Pineapple.
It's got to be Charizard, right? For me.
Missingno.
Missingno. Caught it at level 252.
That's like, yeah, exactly. Even
Mine
better
was
than level 100.
a Vaporeon, then an Articuno, if I'm correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, another little sidetrack. So, one of my friends from school,
We're on the third, Mom.
one of both mine and PK's friends from school, Sam.
You don't have any
he,
friends.
we used to play Pokemon, like do the link cable stuff ages ago,
You did,
and
yes.
so I caught him one of these Snorlaxes that was like level 152 or whatever it was. And supposedly when you sent one of those Pokemon out into a battle and it leveled up, it would instantly go to like level 1 or level 2 or something. However, I also duped rare candies, and rare candies I don't think levels it, so it doesn't reset the level. So I caught him this Snorlax and I traded it over. A couple weeks later, I battled him, and then it was a level 300 Snorlax. And I was like, I can't do nothing, it's just killing me. Everything's dead. Yeah, so that was a bit of a shocker. I wasn't quite prepared for that one.
Oh, Gen 1.
Oh, Gen
You were
1.
a bit broken.
You're still silly. Anyway, yeah, so the next one on the list is Florges. And this is the Pokemon that Joe disconnected from last time. So fingers crossed he'll see if it-
Smart, satisfied face.
No, it was like a really forced smile.
Oh yeah, because I think
like-
I was looking a little bit worried that something was going on, and then on my end, all I got was a and just a hard
And you're
crash.
like,
Why?
So yeah, the name for Florges is Delacour, which Ray says bit short of inspiration for this one. Florges sounds like fleur, the French word flower, and Fleur Delacour is a character from Harry Potter, the half Vila champion from Beauxbatons, who later marries Bill Weasley. So if I butchered the pronunciations of any of that, I'm not up on. Yes.
No, you're close, but it's French, so it's Beauxbatons.
Beauxbatons. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not not my Harry Potter lore. Yeah, that's the name for your girlfriend there, I think, PK.
Beauxbatons.
Yeah, Beauxbatons. No, Delacour.
She does.
She is the Harry Potter fan.
It's true.
The next one is Mienshao. We're here. Boys and girls.
We've made it.
This one is called. We're just gonna like move on instantly, aren't we? Not gonna
Yeah,
talk
just
about
like-
it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this one is called Lindis. Mianshao's English name is, or at least Ray thinks, a play on Shaolin, the Buddhist monks famous for practicing martial arts. From Lin, we get Lin as in Lyn /Lin, a common woman's name. A common woman's name.
Common.
Such a
Common name.
Common, you say? How very dare you?
Only peasants are called Lin.
Oh, Lynn, you common wench.
Common wench. yeah, I think when I did it last time, I gave way too much emphasis when I said common.
You went,
You did.
Lin is a common woman's name. Oh wait,
So we had to defend the honour for all our Lins out there.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, Lins worldwide. But
you
he's
common muck.
You common.
You common.
Toss you like a disc. That's what you sound like. Right, where was I? But he's always liked the name Lindis ever since he discovered it in Fire Emblem 7, released simply as Fire Emblem in the West. We will alert.
Did you just say Fire Emblem?
No! Can I at least finish this time, and then we can talk about Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
Lindis is the fastest and frailest of the three main Lord characters, relying on speed and power to kill her enemies before they can strike back. Perfect for Mienshao. There we go. We can talk about Fire Emblem for days now.
He is the second best Fire Emblem
thing is-
girl.
I couldn't remember there was a small chat about Fire Emblem, but all I could remember from the failed recording show was me going on about Pokemon Conquest. So, the fact
I think
that,
it was tied in.
Yeah, okay.
We were
Did
talking
it
about
lead-
Fire Emblem for a while.
Yeah, we started.
And then you were
that
like,
led
by
into
the way.
Pokemon Coin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't. I really like Fire Emblem. Oh, there's the new game. There's the new game coming
Oh yeah,
out.
the new
That's
one.
probably
The
where
house
the
one.
That's how the
Yeah.
tangent happened.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking
Three
forward to that one.
houses.
Because it's kind of like Warring Kingdoms in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to getting that. Yeah.
To be honest, the only Fire Emblem game I played is Shadow Dragon, which I think is a redo of the
Remake of
original.
the first
remake
one on
of
the DS.
first one with Marth, and it's really weird because all the quality of life changes and all the mechanic updates, they literally backwards downgrade them all the way back to how they were in the first game, which makes it weird and almost unplayable in a lot of ways.
I got quite far in it, and I
What
was
is
very
it?
much enjoying it. But yeah, I just stopped playing it one day and then couldn't get back into it.
Yeah, I definitely completed it, but I think I cheated because I wanted my characters to stay alive.
Yeah,
Like, screw
yeah.
your permadeath.
I just
Spent
remember.
too much time on this Myrmidon for him to die.
in the new ones, you can turn the permadeath off.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I feel like that's sort of against the nature of the game. But they already took out the visual novel bit of it. You can't take out the permadeath as well.
I like to do it. What I've taken to doing now is I put the permadeath off, but I put the difficulty on highest. So then it is still like bullshit hard to even get through missions, but you don't matter if people die. But I don't know whether, or you can go back the other way and be like, okay, permadeath's on, but have it on a lower difficulty. But then you're like, I just found I spent so much time, like you'd be like, yeah, this match is going fine, and then reinforcements would appear and get an ambush turn and then kill a dude, and I'd be like, well, I literally had no idea that was going to happen, and there was no way I could be prepared for that.
Like, and I am not prepared for that.
Yeah.
Well, I die.
So now then you have to reset it and do it and be like, well, this time I know there's reinforcements coming from that corner, so I won't stand over there. But it's like,
gotcha, yeah.
As long as Tharya never dies. Gotta keep her alive.
Yeah. I remember one of the other tangents that came from Fire Emblem. It was to do with Smash Bros. Because
Lyn is an assist trophy.
Lyn is an assist trophy, and because Shadow Dragon was the first game that Marth was in, and then obviously Marth made it into Smash Bros. So I was like, who the hell's this random Japanese guy in Melee? He just sort of appeared and he's like, Toya, and he's really OP. And then they just proceeded to add a million more Fire Emblem characters into the rest of the Smash Bros. Games. Too many. What we got? We got Marth, Lucina, which is like this playing same character. We got Roy, Chrom, Robin, Ike. Oh yeah, I forgot Ike. And the new one, Corrin. Yeah. What's the better one of the new characters in the new DLC is going to be? Fire Emblem character.
It's probably going to be one of the main duties from. No, it'll be from the new game. Isn't the Black Knight also? Is it assist trophy? Or is it just?
I'm not sure about.
I think it is an assist trophy. Yeah. Because everyone wanted it to be playable.
Yeah, I think it's an assist trophy, and I know they've got every other Fire Emblem character ever is a sprite. Spirit, not sprite. Spirit in the game. You can go through and get all them if you like.
If you're one of those weird saddos.
His trophies in Brawl and 4, and he's in Ultimate as an assist trophy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He's scary in the game, man. Like, you're just like randomly shows up on maps. Well, not randomly, but you should be like,
oh, it's Lu Bu!
Well, there's one where you just do a mission at the docks, and you're just like, oh yeah, we've got to go over there and like kill some stuff. And then about halfway through, just one of the random houses in the village, the Black Knight just walks out the front door. And it's like, oh yes, time to walk out and make my escape. And you're like, holy shit, it's the Black Knight! He's like max level promoted unit who guns straight for your general. He's like, I don't like you. Like, shit.
So what do you have to do? You have to try and clear the mission before he gets to your dude?
You run away from him. You run away from him, and you never get in his range, and just try and kill the boss or end the mission before he can get rolling on your face.
Ugh. I hate those sort of ones where you got to run away from the inevitable death.
Well, it's always like they do it in video games where you're like, it's time for a boss battle, and you're like, oh, I'm sure I can take him, and then you hit him once, and you go, ooh. Maybe I'm meant to lose this.
Yeah,
no. Oh no. Or even worse,
severely underleveled.
You think you can win, and then you're like, yeah, no, I think I can do this, and you spend all your like consumables and like all your max revives. You're like, yeah, no, I'm meant to win this. Yeah, it's just really hard, and then they just do like one attack that does 9 damage to everyone unavoidably, and then a cutscene plays, and you're like, shit, I literally couldn't win. I wasted all of that
never
stuff.
Use my items ever. Just hoard all the items. Even if it's the final boss, he's gonna have a 12th form somewhere. And I'm not going to use these items.
I'll tell you what,
this is made by Capcom or something.
Final Fantasy VIII, the final dungeon, when they take away all of your different options in battle, all you do is you have to go and beat one boss somewhere, and you get like item command.
Yeah.
And what's it? And I just use the card mod to get hero times 99, just shove a hero on Squall and just win. It's like the final dungeon in Final Fantasy VIII I've just never bothered with. It was like, well, I have all the shit to cash in on being infinitely invulnerable. I might as well do it.
Infinitely invulnerable.
Yeah, and because you're in hero status or aura status, you get your limit break like earlier than you should. Like, so
stupid.
Rends the kook and everything.
Yeah, every turn, do your limit break and never take any damage. Seems good. Seems fair. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Fuck your time compression, Misha. I've got to.
Yeah. Because it seems like that final dungeon is like, puzzles and a maze, and I was like,
yeah, the
it's
party
just being
splits up as well, so you can do
Yeah.
different parts of the maze.
I thought we were going to try to make this episode more concise, and then we were just going on the same far end of tangent.
We're having fun.
I'll be at a party
New tangents, JP. We've got content for hours.
Content
Brand new
for days.
tangents.
Using all of our content for the next episode.
Oh, no. I'm sure we'll find more.
Oh, yes.
The bottom of the barrel is still there somewhere.
I'm just conscious that Joe does her work tomorrow, and we need to sample this.
We should do the thing. Yeah.
So, the next name is Rotom Heat, and that is going to be McLovin, which is a great name. In the film Superbad, which Ray admits he's never actually seen, but cultural osmosis. The main character creates a hilariously bad fake ID on which his name is simply McLovin, and then Lovin, as in L' oven, is Cod French for the oven, so it's like le oven. So McLovin to McLovin. Which is
very good.
Very nice. Very neatly done.
Is it better than Dr. Utke? Dr. Utke.
I mean, they're kind of on different levels, aren't they? They kind of like cross over, perpendicular to each other. they're both
First
good,
of all,
but for completely different reasons.
Perpendicular lines never cross.
That's parallel. Parallel lines never cross. Perpendicular go like that, don't they?
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah.
My God.
I'm not know English, but I know my mathematics. What? No, I don't. You know your maths. You do down there.
It's me. You're shitting on me from a great height.
I am from a great height, all the way up here, at the top of the totem.
Just like Ice Bear, the bottom of the totem.
We like Ice Bear.
We do like Ice Bear. Ice Bear is the best character in We Bear Bears, which is a fantastic show.
What the fuck are you on about?
We Bear Bears is a cartoon about bears. All you need to know is Ice Bear is the best.
What's it called? We Bear Bears?
We Bear Bears.
We Bear Bears. It's a very
with the
cute,
great bear hug and a smile. It's a Cartoon Network show. It's very cutesy and it's just fun.
Feels good. It's a feels good
It's
show.
a feel good show. Like,
I was 100% certain it was an anime. So well done, you guys. It's not quite a Weeble.
It's still a Cartoon Network show.
But you better be ready for one. We got one coming up in a moment. Actually, we got one more month to go. Sorry, I had to scroll down a little bit on the Word document. Sorry, I've hyped out.
It's coming up.
It's coming up. Next one is Beats by Drapion. Yeah. So it's just called Beats by, but obviously it's Drapion, so you get the name implied by that. It's Dom's favourite brand of wireless headphones until it became cool to hate on them.
Yeah.
See, none of us here rocking the Beats.
No.
I personally
Not
have
my
got me
style.
an Astro. What you got?
A Cloud9 HyperX headset.
Oh my
Instead
god.
of my DX Racer chair.
Oh my god, like this one!
I am a gamer. Yes.
I've got my Blue Yeti microphone. Hey PK, what are you rocking?
I have a very cheap headset that does okay for me. It's
like
I
a
think it's
tenner on Amazon or something, and it sounds
it's
pretty good.
Koshin each, I believe.
And I
Potion.
bought it.
It's
I
like
bought
motion
it.
spelled with a
Yeah,
K.
you bought the exact same one.
I
and
bought
it
the exact same one, and it
gash.
sounds garbage. I'm like, because I
Yeah.
have no idea
And then-
why it works.
Oh,
And it's
we
got,
got
lights.
lights.
It's perfect. It's got lights, man.
Why don't you have the swag lights on all the time?
Wait,
You've
mine
been
have lights?
what? PK, what the fuck? You could have had the lights on the whole time.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's
And then I
incredibly
could have put on
distracting.
another headset. They've got lights as well. Then we could have all had lights, except for Joe. Ha!
Got a strobe light in the back.
Fuck you, man.
You guys, I've got a torch on my phone, so I'll turn the light out and put it under my chin so I look all creepy.
Are we ready for
Like
the
that.
big? Oh fucking hell! Jesus Christ! That... I didn't see that there.
He's being sucked
Welcome.
into his phone.
Whoa! Bustin' makes me feel good.
Don't perpendicular the street.
Super bird. We do like a good callback here on all that pummeling. We are calling back now to that weeb alert I hinted at earlier. Are we ready?
Ooh.
Are we ready? This is going to be
They're
the
ready.
Frost Lass, which is called Fubuki. Fubuki means blizzard in Japanese, weeb alert, and is also the name / title of the strongest B-class hero in One Punch Man.
Yeah.
One Punch! So that is the younger sister of the, was it Terrible Tatsumaki or whatever her name is, which on the Facebook group, PK posted a bunch of pictures of like Pokemon versions where Hitmonchan looks just like Groot. Well done, Marion, that was good. And then there's a thing where there's a Curlier that's like way too sexualized. And then that's meant to be Tatsumaki, which is the older sister of this. So, long story short, Frostlass is the younger sister of Curlier.
Although I did remember saying last time we recorded this, she is the hottest One Punch Man character. But I actually misspoke. No, the
I have
Wait,
since
no,
remembered
well, the little
a
girl
much
one.
hotter character.
The little girl one was hot, man.
no, the Fubuki was, but I'm wrong because there's actually a character called Mizuki, but she's not in the anime yet. I don't think.
That doesn't count. Who's this?
Oh man,
That's that Japanese for swimsuit.
Mizuki.
Oh, that's Mizugi. Different. Never mind. Anyway, next one. Don't mind why I know. Next one is going to be Drugon, which he is called Judge Drud. He was so close to naming him Paul Drud instead, but he liked the extra assonance created by the D in Judge.
PK, you right. PK, you right.
What?
Nothing. Don't
Nothing?
worry.
What?
Nothing.
I'm laughing at the
Just
word
had a- no.
assonance again.
No, I just had a little Google.
Yeah.
Oh.
PK is correct.
Thank
He
you.
is.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, gotcha. We better.
Save these tabs for later.
You send that Matt, but no. JK fan. What is that on? What was that show we came with last time? All Out Fapping. The late night version.
The late night
The late version. The 4 a.m. version.
Yo. Welcome to All Out Fapping.
Yeah, you can intro
mean-
that one.
All out pummeling kind of works. But I think that's maybe a bit too vicious. And
We're gonna have to rename
That's
this.
what you
Rename
what
this
you
show.
yell
more
at the-
loving.
Yeah.
you yell it at the climax.
All out, it's all out pummeling. Or you'd be like Ray, like, oh, it's all out
Yeah,
pummeling.
cue, I was about to say, cue the soundbite from Ray going, all out pummeling?
Yeah. Oh god. We'd have to rename this show to All Out Buffeting. It's not quite as intense.
A nice little bit of Bufferton.
Yeah, nice little bit of buffeting. Anyway, back to Judge Drud. Where was I? So he liked the assonance created by the D in the word judge, and wondered if he should give him. He did wonder if he should give him a different name. around the name Drud, but every time he came to a match... Oh,
No.
sorry, I'm butchering this one.
What is PK chuckling at? That's why I was there. He's tittering like a
Is it
schoolgirl
my
there.
enunciation?
No, so you saying the word assonance reminded me of something I sent you earlier, JP.
And I like ass.
I like yeah, man. Ass is great.
Of a T-shirt, which was a T-shirt which is entitled "Mind the Gap,"
Yes.
which I have linked to you now.
Yes, picture of some booty on a t-shirt.
Have you got it up? Yeah. Have you seen what
I am now aware.
And do you know what the Japanese underneath that says? It says
No.
"Itadakimasu," which is the same as saying "Bon appetit."
Yeah. Bon appetit.
Yeah.
So,
What up, dude?
yeah, it just it reminded me of that.
I'm going to try and finish the rest of this without butchering it. So he did wonder if he should give Drunigan a different Drud name every time he came. But so far he's only showed up the once. So if he turns up again, he might have a different Drud name. He's got a Drud theme going on.
Very nice.
I like it.
Theme.
It's a good one.
Then next is the Cradley, which he has called Ronnie. I don't know why I'm rolling the R's all of them. Ronnie.
I don't even know how to roll my R's.
And in the was it the random gaming things? How they normally comes up with the names? He'll sort of like start off with the name of the Pokemon and then like go things that kind of sound like it's kind of related. So he's put Cradley, goes to Cray, goes to the Cray twins, goes to Ronnie Cray. Because he already has a Reginald in Among Us. So you can use that again. And then really short of ideas for this one, but it doesn't help that he hasn't been inspired to bring it to a game yet. Just not turned up. This brings me on to the point that I made last time that he ages ago when me and him fought for the first time, or when he was going over my team, he was like, "Oh man, Cradley, such a bastard." He just sits there, immovable object with suction cups and stockpile. It just stockpiles in your face and you can't kill it. Yeah, he's just not brought it to a game despite being super annoying.
But because he has a Mega Venusaur to do not exactly that,
Two
but
Mega
do it better.
Venusaurs on his team. What's better than one Mega Venusaur? Two Mega Venusaurs.
I don't know, a more diverse team of top tier mons like he has drafted and is using very well.
Just give it ingrain leech seed and it will never die.
Also never switch out and then we'll get a counter come in on it. And then
Not if you
start.
stockpile up, so nothing. I guess it does. It's toxic, but you'll heal through with all the leftovers. You'll have to get one shot by the toxic because you'll be healing so much every turn.
Toxic never gets to lethal levels though. It always just does it get to 50 and then caps at that? Or does it keep doubling?
I always thought it kept doubling, but I don't know if it caps at 50.
I'll have a little.
Okay.
Cheeky Google while we carry on.
Cheeky Google while we go on to the
This is
Google.
a learning show. A learning.
Yes, we've
show.
learned many things about Hansel and Gretel and weed.
420
And the 420 witch.
The 420 witch, oh baby. The last Pokemon on Ray's team is the Golem Alola, which he is called Dorfle. Dorfle. Which I thought was going to be like Ganondorfle or something like that from Zelda. It said the name of the Golem policeman in Terry Pratchett's Discworld universe, who makes his debut in Feet of Clay. He wanted to use Pratchett Golem name for Golem because he was an enormous influence on him as a teenager, and Dorfle seems to fit Alolan Golem's goofy mustachioed look, although he's yet to come to a game.
Sorry, there was some horseshit in my little bit of research there.
I was going to say, there's some good reactions.
Yeah, because it said apparently in Gen 1, Toxic stacked with Leech Seed. So if Leech Seed procced damage, it would then increase the Toxic stack by another point. So you could get 2 Toxic stacks in one turn if they were Leech Seeded and Toxic. So, and I was like, holy shit, that's the most bullshit thing ever. No wonder Mega Venusaur's so good. And then in Generation 2, they got rid of it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, thank God. Okay.
According to this Reddit post, Toxic has a damage cap of 15/16 of the Pokemon's max HP.
Oh,
And
okay,
they do have a replay. It's like a lot of turns where they've like tested this on Showdown, but they were like, I don't know if it's just on Showdown or if it's like actual battle mechanics. Like,
well, because the formula is
back to
Formula. Oh, Spider-Man.
Raimi Spider-Mans are so good. As was Into the Spider-Verse, which I watched yesterday or the day before. That's a really cool movie. So stylish.
So stylish. So cool.
So stylish. And the soundtrack is brilliant. Like,
Soundtrack is fire. Fire. So before we move on from this one then, any favourites from Ray's team? Do we think he's done a better job than last season, actually?
yes,
Much better.
He actually has proper names rather than just be like, oh, this one's called Jeff. Because I like the cut of his jib. And,
like the cut of his jib. Yeah, no, I really like Hurricane Neddy.
Hurricane Neddy's a good one.
That's a great one. Then he's got like the Flanders mustache thing, and he's got a green like sweater color. He's Ned Flanders all over. Hurricane Neddy.
I like Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd. It's good. Sounds good. You're like, yeah, it's time for the judge.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
very good.
Do want to see a bit more Druddigun in the league. What about you, PK?
McLovin, Lee, one of my favorites.
McLovin's a great name, isn't it?
It's such a good name.
I mean, it's no doctor. The good doctor.
Perpendicular, Joe. Perpendicular.
You can perpendicular this one.
I'll shove this up your perpendicular.
I've got your perpendicular right here.
Suck my perpendicular, you son of a...
You son of a parallelogram.
Didn't see a rhombus until I was a real man. Anyway, yeah, it's
I was born into the
quadrilateral. Release me from this suffering, please. So it's that or Delica, like
that or Delica. Okay. Yeah, I think you do like the Harry Potter one. All right. I'm. That just reminded me of the brief Harry Potter tangent we went on last time. Where
I didn't bring it up because I felt it may have touched a nerve, some childhood trauma.
No,
we were bringing it up
as well.
Everyone was just like, "Oh yeah, JP, you look like Harry Potter," and I was like, "Oh no, now I hate the books and the films and everything." And then I realised that I could have just been a Harry Potter lookalike and made loads of money. That was me, Brent. Meh, don't like it.
They keep calling me Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Hey, Harry Potter. Right, should we go on to the next name rater then?
Yes.
God, there's a whole nother one? My God.
But there's not a lot after, so we're good.
Hells yeah.
Let me just get these names. I tab back into the message where the names are, and I just see the t-shirt again.
Very nice.
All right. So our next name rater will be Mr. Sam Ulmer of the Ealing Elekids.
Hey, what a logo!
What a logo! So
Sam long-time rival.
Yeah.
Well, remember that one time? Well, is that one time we shout on his team?
Yeah. There you go. So Sam says thanks us for all our hard work on the show, and he definitely watches them all into their entirety. He's given them to you in order, so that helps the editing.
Thank
you. He's also given them
you are the best.
He's also given them his own rank from his most to least favorite, but I don't know whether that's name or mon. So I'm sure
that's interesting. So yeah, he's given his own little rating for them.
Okay,
that's neat.
Yeah,
right.
It. Doing our job for us. Nice.
Even better.
I know.
More time for
tangent.
Right. So first up, we have the Mega Altaria, which is called Radox, and this is Sam's number 2 on his list.
Do you know what?
Okay.
Number 2. Okay. Do you know
Either
what?
it's his second favorite mon on his team or his second favorite name.
Yes. So he says, I guess they're meant to represent clouds, but just looks like it's coming from a bubble bath. It's struggled this season for needing a boost to get going, but had some luck as we went with the paralysis. But yeah, so he said it's got good versatility, but he hasn't quite found a way to use it non-mega yet, which I'm sure you can understand, JP.
Hey, I brought it to a game. It didn't hit the field. It wasn't needed.
Still counts. Still counts. One appearance still counts.
Yeah. Do you know? I really like the name Redox with the aesthetics of like the clouds with a pink sort of shimmer on it.
I do really like it. Also,
really nice.
Is there... I'm now going to see if there must be a...
What, Redox bubbles?
No, a bald Altaria.
Oh. It's just a Swablu. With a long neck.
Think back to your drawings, Joe, from the Alasals.
From the Alasals, yeah.
It's just we had Swablu on there like 4 times.
Yeah. You get a Swablu, you get a Swablu. Everyone gets a Swablu.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, what was I going to say?
Oh god, there's one in the... There's one in the anime. Oh god, it's hideous. Oh no. Search Altaria without fluff, and then the first image on Google is a shot from the anime of it where it's like got wet or something and its fluff has disappeared and it's...
Ooh.
Yeah! It's horrid. Oh my god.
That's horrible.
That's unpleasant.
Now we know.
Right. So next up, we have a one that I have used in the past and really like, Jirachi. Jirachi's name is Harvey Dent, and that is number 9 on Sam's list. Oh?
It must be
Name,
because Jirachi's been pretty good for him.
Yeah. So he said his name was twofold. He went to choose a name, he immediately thought of Two-Face. With a serene grace ability, there's an element of luck and sort of a coin flip and how effectively it does, with like paralysis, flinching or whatever. However, with Ironhead as its main move, there's sort of like a physical thought of leaving a mark on the opponent. So he's nutting them. So he went with Harvey Dent because he's leaving a dent in there.
Right.
That it wasn't quite as devastating as Holding Hands, but Happy Hour certainly did its job. Like, he's quite enjoyed using it, but it's not been as impactful as he'd hoped, which is also something I found. I ran it more defensively than one of my main checks to your Magina, hence why I didn't mind Magina.
You're like, Fire Punch is the best.
Yeah, it worked. Didn't die. Punched lights out.
Fucking Fire Punch. Okay, nice.
All right, so thirdly, we have the Infernape, and this is called Johnny Blaze, and this is number 3 on his list.
It's Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze and the 420 Witch.
Oh my god.
We do like a callback here on all that public.
Good call.
So it's another comic book reference. He has a flaming head, and his animation sort of looks like he could ride a motorcycle. JP's hoping for some editing magic here, some photo editing of Infernape riding. Yeah. Therefore, it seemed appropriate to name him after Ghost Rider. Again, it hasn't really got going so far, but he's been able to use him in quite a few ways, and it did well against Stu as a sort of suicide lead. He's not managed to get sweeping yet, but he's going to keep trying.
Joe, what are you laughing at?
I did a little Google to see if there was an existing image of
Infernape as Ghost Rider.
And this toy is available for sale.
Oh.
Is it
okay?
Is this Bad
Not
Dragon
a sex
again?
toy, no.
Bad Dragon. Is this in the
It's in the
TeamSpeak?
TeamSpeak.
It's in the TeamSpeak. It's so good.
He can't contain his power.
I can't control it.
What does what on that?
I assume it's one of these like flywheel things that will shoot off. But
What do you pull?
tail,
Oh, you pull him off and then it comes from.
I
Baby,
bet.
you pull him off.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
He needs to see a doctor with that flame.
What the hell? So, is this an image that you found on Google, the one image that Sam sent us?
I just
Sam
found it
sent
right
us.
then.
Joe
I
just
just
looked-
googled Infernape on a motorbike.
I was like, if Sam sent us,
Infernape
like, Sam,
riding a
what you
bike.
doing, boy?
Yeah, Infernape riding the bike, and then it's the 5th image along.
There you go, Sam, that's your Infernape there.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. JP didn't do anything.
No one will draft him ever again, despite
Yeah.
him being quite well tiered.
Yeah, very good value for money.
And very well hung, apparently.
Yeah.
We are the
on
monkey
fire.
after all.
Jesus.
Nasty monkey. Moving on. Makalola, everyone's favourite's Hippie Gunk. And that's number 4 in Sam's rating. That it's the return of the people's champ. May he never defect from the Elekkids again. After the horror show that was Trippy Discharge, he's put it back in his right.
No.
No.
Oh, Infernape's got some Trippy Discharge from that picture.
God.
He names it like he sees it. He's not had the best season so far, but he's still got a chance to come good again. Make Hippie Gunk good again.
Okay, yeah. No, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Hippie Gunk is a classic. But does that mean he's going to draft it every season? Or
I hope so.
It is such a Sam Warner mon. It's just like, you think Sam Warner's like, oh, well, Makalola.
Made it his own. Made it his own.
Yeah.
True.
That and like Electivire.
Yeah.
Named that Makalola.
Yeah. The next mon is it's not a Sam Warner mon, or at least it not normally.
What's in? It is the Decidui, also known as Ezio Owl Tadore. That's the number one on his list.
Ooh.
We are number 1. So he said this is actually the last Pokemon he had a name up. He came up with a name for. He said he had a different. Oh no! He said he thought he had a name for it beforehand, but when he went to use it, he'd forgotten the name that he was going to use. So he tried to play the Robin Hood theme, like Owl Hood was a low point. But he wanted to get across the assassin look. So Ezio Altadore was the light bulb moment. It's probably his favourite nickname of this season's teams, if not all of his teams he's ever had.
To be fair,
Yeah.
it's quite cool and it goes really well
It
with
is.
that
Yeah,
extra.
yeah.
Disney, right?
Yeah.
Very
He
good.
says it hasn't come to most of the games. It's just so many teams that just resist grass. But he's got some tricks up his sleeve. It's a little bit slow for him. But, he's going to try it more. He does like it so.
Wasn't Dom's one called Arno, which is also
Arno.
a
Yeah,
reference from
Arno.
like Assassin's Creed stuff?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Was it? I
Yeah.
don't actually know.
I believe so.
I figured it was. Okay.
Wasn't it like one of the shitty ones?
I don't know.
Shitty-
They're all.
There's non-shitty Assassin's Creed.
There's one you get to
Origins?
join a pirate ship, and then they made Sea of Thieves.
They did make. Yeah, he was. He's from one of the games.
One of the games. Okay.
I've only
Okay.
played the first one and it was rubbish.
Arno
Right, moving
Dorian.
Arno Dorian.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely Dom's name because I remember editing
Yeah.
the name rater for it.
Right. We have the Don fan, which is named Donald Tusk, Brexit.
I want to know the
Formerly
explanation of this one.
Donald Tusk, Brexit, because he ran out of characters. Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is number 8
Well,
on
the
the
T had
list.
left.
Yeah. So this is proof that he doesn't play test his teams because the unfortunate mistake with the characters led to the blunder in the name the first time.
Okay, yeah.
So,
So you gotta
Donald
do your
Trump.
research. You gotta
Yeah.
look that shit up beforehand. Google
yeah.
is your
And
friend.
it is. So it was originally named Donald Trunk on someone else's team, which is arguably unstoppable as a nickname. So we
It
tried
was
to embrace
Crispy
it.
and John, I believe.
Yeah.
With Donald
So we tried
Trump.
to
was
embrace it rather than come up with something different. It's topical, and when we get to show our grandchildren these episodes in years to come, we'll relate the themes of the time. Yes.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah. Donald Tusk is the president of the European Council.
good. I feel like
Hello, just
you
wondering.
could.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, you could have also called it Mammoth May.
See, I didn't realize it was about. I thought it was just another poor, like a worse rip-off of the Donald trunk name. I was like, oh, he's just called it Donald Tusk. It's kind of
a
bit derogatory. And
that's why it's
like,
hashtag Brexit. That's why it's hashtag Brexit, because it's Donald Tusk. So yeah, it's good. He said it was unlucky to be crit versus Chris Munden, which lost in the game, but proved versus Zoe.
But he's not salty, and he's not still thinking about it.
Sam's never salty. I don't know what you're talking about. Sam takes everything very mildly.
Says he's been conservative with its use because he's scared of special attackers. Reckon its day. Right. Now, next up we have Jolteon, a favourite in this parish, which is Supersonic, and that's number 7. On his list.
Going super
it's yellow, it's spiky, it's fast. He's enjoyed using it as a pivot and to get an edge over people. So that's Supersonic for you.
I mean, this just ticks all of my boxes. It's a Jolteon with a Sonic name.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Right. Yeah. So, we have another. We like the Babylons on this nickname rate for some reason. It's something Ali G referred to as Julius Babylons.
Okay.
Like,
Why the rivers of Babylon?
Oh, lay me down. Got some Boney M over here. Next up, Rasputin. Right, so it's the arachnid, which is called Nebuchadnezzar, and that's number 10.
Nebuchadnezzar Scrooge.
Yeah. So he said it looks like some otherworldly or some sort of alien. But when he was looking at the blue balls on its legs,
hold up.
That's immediately where the eyes are drawn to. The blue balls.
The blue balls on the legs. It reminded him of the Nebuchadnezzar ship from the Matrix movies.
Okay. And I'll put a little thing.
I've linked a picture that you can use. So it isn't to do with the ruler of On, although a Rivers of Babylon reference could have been clearly inserted here, which we have just done. It's not found opportunity to use it to its full potential. He was swept in game 1, which still hurts. But against Rob, it proved that it can do it when it's choice banded liquidations that will really hurt something. But he says that's all it's good for. And I don't know. I think it's got more, strings to the bow than choice band liquidation. Arachnid.
I mean, sticky webs at the very least.
Sticky webs, assault vest maybe.
Just stuff, tanky and damage.
But I think just making it hit things hard is the good thing to do with it.
I really like that name, actually. That might be my favourite. Maybe.
Ooh, okay.
We'll see.
Interesting.
Well, so there is another picture alert that has been linked to you guys. Which is the Omastar, and it's called Scopes, which is number 5.
Oh, and I remember looking at this picture.
He said, I think this is the closest I'll get to a dweeb alert.
Dweeb alert.
It reminds him / looks like the character from Evolution, the animated series, which is epic in a way if you've never watched it. In the anime, Scopes is red but has purple accents. Omastar's shiny is purple. Not that he was ever remembered to bring it as the shiny version. Hasn't been able to get off a shell smash weak armor yet, but to be fast enough to sweep, but he'll get there. But yeah, I've never heard of this animated series, by the way.
That has just opened a treasure trove of nostalgia in my mind. Seeing that image, I was just like, oh, someone else knows this thing existed that I watched.
Never heard of this before.
Do you remember the film Evolution that came out?
Yes.
This was the
smiley faces.
Yes.
Wasn't Sean William Scott in Evolution?
Yes, he was. He was a fireman or a failing fireman. This was the spin-off children's cartoon that came from it, where basically
I never watched that.
It was essentially they became hunters for the aliens. They would just go around and clean up any problems where these alien evolution monsters would cause problems. Yeah, it was decent. It was real good.
Nice.
You just shoot them with shampoo guns.
Back to Radox.
Oh,
Radox and the shampoo gun. Oh my god.
Periodically, I would think about that cartoon.
You remember exists that?
All I can remember is they used to call them genuses, and that's pretty much all I can remember.
I do that with a show called The Hurricanes, which was a football TV series.
The Hurricane.
It was. Yes, because of its amazing theme tune, and I hope you will insert it here rather than have me sing it. So yeah, it was about a fictional football team that went around and had like players from all over the world and just won. It was good. And yeah, the main role was like, sort of like an evil football team who's like managed by like a fucking henchman or some sort. Every time I think of it,
It's an intro theme. That is so...
The Hurricanes.
Yeah!
The Hurricanes! Storm time coming to you today. Oh, the Hurricanes, man.
Storm
It
time
was
is coming.
it's coming to you today. Oh,
It's
the Hurricanes.
proper like hair metal.
Oh,
Isn't there a guy
it.
called like El Toro in it? It's like El Toro from the Hurricanes.
Something like that.
Toro. It's El Toro from the Hurricane. I seem to remember
Yeah.
that being a thing. I can't remember.
Oh, what a shame.
What a show.
What a shame. All right.
Okay.
All right.
We
Tune.
meander on to the
Yep,
next
yeah,
Yeah.
next.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted by Stormfire. Right, we have Articuno, which actually has a different name than when he had it before. This is Viserion. It's number 11 on the
Spoiler
list.
alert,
for those.
spoiler alert.
Yeah, he said it's the first time he's ever changed a nickname. Blue Ribbon was crap, so he wanted to change.
What was the other
Speed-
one? The other name?
So it was originally called Blue Ribbon, but now it's called Viserion.
Okay, I liked Blue Ribbon. But we should also say, because this is
Spoiler alert!
a Game of Thrones thing, I'll put a timestamp up now to skip
Preemptive warning.
to...
It's for season...
A7.
End
I
of
think.
season 6, hasn't he? Yeah.
Oh, 6, maybe?
Was it 7?
I thought it might have been 7.
Sometime in 7, I think, actually, yeah, because my housemate's watching them through.
Okay. But yeah, so
Yeah.
skip, go to the time stamp. And
There'll be an
that'll
annotation
take you
somewhere,
past the spoiler,
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah. All right. So, the speed of its wings and the fact it's ice made him think of Viserion from Game of Thrones. Obviously, it's not a dragon, but he felt it was close enough. And with the final series coming out, it felt like it was a good name. However, given the ending to Game of Thrones, if you
PK, sorry, your mic cut
yeah,
out.
your
there.
mic cut out.
We had none of that. It was like, what are we saying? Loads of things. Right, go again.
So
You said
this.
the final season, and then you, went from there.
All right. However, given the ending to the final, what, did you hear any of it about me saying it's not a dragon? Did you hear that? Or
You said just take it from the
I'll
top.
just start it again.
Take it from the top.
Take it
Taking it from the top. He says, the speed of its wings and the fact it's ice made him think of Viserion from Game of Thrones. Obviously, it's not a dragon, but it felt like it was close enough with the final series coming out. It felt it was close enough, and with the final series coming out, it was a good name. However, given the ending to Game of Thrones, if he drafted Articuno again, it will need another new name. #too soon. And suggestions are welcome. It's only brought it once and it didn't make an appearance. He actually almost brought it against Ray, but given that it was unsuccessful last season, he chose not to bring it. And he was worried about Floor just like walling it.
Yeah,
I
just
think. So,
walling it.
yeah.
But he knows how to bring down a wall. Does that?
Sure.
That he does. Yeah. Right, we are about to move on to the final part of Sam Allman.
Final
So,
fight.
if people skipped, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are going
Welcome
to
back.
talk about Bell Awesome, aka Bell Awesome, which is known as Keiki as number 6.
I thought it was called Bell Awesome then. I was like, oh, wow, Bell Awesome, that's great.
Oh, what you've done is you've just shat all over his nickname by instantly saying a much better nickname.
Well, Keiki, number 6. It has better reasoning. Yeah, so that's Keiki. Its hula theme reminded him of the South Park episode Going Native, which I really like that episode. It's where Butters and Kenny travel to the Hawaiian island of Hawaii to participate in Hapa Noa to cure Butters' anger, as well as being given a Mahalo rewards card reinstated after defeating the mainlanders. Butters is given the Hawaiian name Keiki. It hasn't come to match because it's garbage. He has thoughts on how he could use it, but in practice, it doesn't actually work. Yeah. That is
South
that is
Park
Sam
reference
Allman's
then.
list. That is a 2 episode of Going Native, which is a fun episode.
Okay. Well, what do you
Right.
reckon?
Thoughts on it?
What favourites?
Yeah, there's a couple that I really like on there. Radox being one of them. It's such a nice name for a Mega Altaria. But my favourite, I do like Supersonic for Jolteon. But that's just me.
I like the Omastar. Now I know it's Origin.
Oh, Scope.
And that we are kindred spirits. But, I like it.
You're bonding with him on levels you didn't even thought possible.
What was the one before? There was one before I said.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh yeah,
Nebuchadnezzar,
I
the
like that one.
Araquanid.
Yeah, now I see like the orbs.
Matrix ship.
Yeah, I thought it was good before because I was just like, oh, it's a big tanky, like, oh, send in the Nebuchadnezzar. Whereas now it's like, oh yeah, it's got the electromagnetic things that the Nebuchadnezzar used to fly. I was like, oh, cool. I think those two.
Yeah, for me it'd be Nebuchadnezzar or Viserion, I think. I do like both those names. Hippie Gunk is a classic, but I don't think I could, it's a permanent favourite, so I don't think I could rate it because it's, we're trying to get new names here, new favourites. Because that one's just always at the top of the list. Oh, and
Still
Ezio Alpha,
great.
like, how can you get past that? Man, he's got some really good nicknames.
He does.
Unfortunately, he
Well
doesn't
done,
have
Sam.
Bell Awesome, which is the best name I've ever.
I definitely would have picked Bellos.
Yeah, Bell.
You can have that one for free, so, like,
Bro, awesome.
off the top of the dome for you. Don't worry.
Sick. Well, that's the name radar. So
All the names.
Gonna close out the episode with just looking over the fixtures for the next round. So round 2 of the playoffs. Though saying that, I think Diamond isn't actually being played this round, but
They skip around, yeah. So should we do them next time and just do
we
Pearl?
might as well mention it this time and then just not do it next time.
It'll be more relevant next time because they'll be about to play next time.
We might have played, because I don't know about the rest of the guys, but I might issue Chrissy
A challenge.
sneak a little challenge.
Oh, I see.
Slap him across the face with a glove.
We don't know how we're going to do our coverage as well. Are we going to do an episode just for the Pearl and then an episode for Diamond and Pearl?
Or are we going to double
Or
up?
we're going to double up and do a Pearl Diamond, if you know what I mean. Which sounds like a sexual
Well,
act.
Whatever you want to see, put it in the comments below.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
we could be out of the tournament, Joe, so there would.
We might have a
wouldn't be
lot of
that.
time to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of filler.
This will just become a 3-hour video window into our madness and our somber mood.
At minimum, we've got another 3 rounds because there's next round, which you guys are in, and then the round after that, I get another go, and then if I lose that, then I'm in the round after that, and then after that, man. So game 1 for Diamond Bracket, as I said before, it's Tony Torricats versus the Chimney Town Charmeleons. What do you reckon? I'm pooping myself. He's got a Tapu Koko, and no, not Landorus.
Solid team.
Freaking Latios. Yeah, that's the one. Tapu Koko Latios. Fuck.
Yeah, you got this. It's fine. I'm not going to flip-flop in my prediction, so.
Yeah.
I think you got this.
I did say that Chris beating Rob was part of my route to the finals. But that was before I remembered he had a Tapu Koko and a Latios, so we'll see how that goes. But for plot reasons, I need to win this round, and I need Tom Goodsir to win his match.
Plot reasons.
Plot reasons being I've started my extravaganza
You've got
video.
a skit.
I was just playing about, and then I came up with this really cool thing, and I was like, oh man, I need Tom to win now, and I need to fight Tom. Right. Yes.
Okay.
I hope I win. But I know Chris is going to give me a really tough game. So we'll see.
That could go either way. Not sure
really
I can call that one.
Really good. Next game is going to be Sam Warner versus Tom Goodsir.
And you want Tom Goodsir to win?
Yes, I do want Tom Goodsir to win. Not because I've got anything against the Ealing Kids or anything, you know, no long-standing rivalry issues or anything.
No.
Rabble.
Elekid doesn't bop is the main reason.
Not a bop.
Not a bop. Who do I think will win? I think I gave it to Tom before. I think I'll do it again.
Yeah, he's on a hot streak, but they both are.
Yeah, I mean, Sam did take out Ray, one of the guys we put forward for the final.
It's all about whether he can stop that Garchomp.
Has he got anything to stop Sword Stance on 3 or 4 Pokemon?
His own Dragon Dance.
His own Dragon Dance. Oh yeah. The luckiest Altaria that ever lived. And kept on living.
That's gonna be one that should be called Lucky the Chicken.
That should be called Lucky the Chicken, isn't it? Yeah.
JP's was Unlucky the Chicken. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Unlucky the Chicken. Because it didn't fit. That is Diamond Bracket. Pretty exciting. That's semi-finals actually. So after that, we're on to Diamond Final, baby.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! After the grand final, and then finally we have the Pearl Bracket. And if I get the right ones off, there we go. That is the Pearl Bracket there. Looking exciting with all of the many things going on it. So game 1 we have that is the Sheffield Shedinjas versus. So I'm actually looking at the wrong picture. Help me out, guys.
It is. Yeah, it's Ed versus Crispy and his conglomerate. It is.
Okay. The Kabutops conglomerate.
Yeah.
Like
very Mortal Kombat right there.
Very Mortal Kombat. Yes, that is going to be. That's the Sandstorm team playoff match.
Yeah,
that's
Sandy
hype.
And the Sand.
Sandy balls.
And also a match of the 2 stall team users, just because obviously Ed was the king of stall before, and then Crispy has sort of taken it over. And also we've got the smartest guy in the league versus the new homework king. So this is exciting on all sorts of levels.
I thought you were going to say for the dumbest guy in the league.
The dumbest guy in the league. Well, he's got 2 heads backing him up, so you know it's the power of 3 brains versus 1 mighty
unaware.
brain. So unaware. He's got 2 mons with unaware.
There we go.
So I was just reminded of the Hearthstone card. I can't remember the name of the card, but it's a 4/4 when it has spell power +1, and when you play it, the 2 heads, one of them goes, "I'm ready," and the other goes, "I'm not ready." That was all I thought. It's all the heads, and then you just go, "Oh no!" Squabbling. And...
Ogre Magi.
Yes, Ogre Magi.
Yeah.
I would love to sit in on one of their, like, if they do like TeamSpeak Call or anything when they're playing. I would love to sit on that.
A seminar, one of Crispy's seminars.
Yeah, Crispy seminar. That'd be great.
Crispy seminar.
Crispy seminar. Oh.
He's got a flip chart. He's got a PowerPoint.
So much text.
He's got everything.
Oh, yeah, that's Tom Goodsir with this slideshow.
Slideshows.
Yeah, that's true.
I love this slideshow.
New and improved.
The next match, I actually have the right one open now. This is going to be the Croconaws.
It me.
Versus Rob of the Bristol Braveries.
Ah.
Oh, this is a match that I'm sure Rob has been waiting for to exact his revenge from last season.
Many revenges.
Since we last failed to record this episode, I have done some little matchup lookings. It's not like awful. I don't know what quite I'm gonna do, but there's definitely some stumbling blocks.
He's got an S-ranked team, and I only gave you an A, I think.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I think I've got some stumbling blocks for him, and he's got some stumbling blocks for me. But I don't know. I'm not confident going into this one, but
yeah. Of all the people for you to get this early in Pearl Bracket, Rob is topic. But if you beat him, you could go all the way. Nothing to stop that.
If I beat him, I'll send him home, and he'll be mad about that.
Oh, he'll be so mad. Like, this is a losing scenario for Rob, just because if he loses, you are not going to let him live it down.
No.
You'll metaphorically go around his and piss on his carpet.
I will.
Metaphorically.
As opposed to literally.
Little reference for the in-group there.
Yeah.
He pissed on my fucking carpet. Pissed and vomited on my.
What is it with like people from the league going to visit your house and terrible things happening? Like,
They just can't handle it.
I think Ray messaged me as well. It's like, oh yeah, I've not been invited back to Joe's since he got drunk at yours last time. I was like, oh, poor Ray.
You're always welcome, Ray. Ray.
Oh dear. Next game is going to be the Wishty Woody Torts versus the Loontown Leafyons.
Oh my god.
That's exciting. By extension, this is like a rematch between the two Joes. It was Joe's Padawan versus.
Oh,
There's another Joe.
This is another Joe, yeah.
I want him to just one-shot that Brenda. No, what do I want? I want him to like infestation PP stall Brenda, so it punches itself in the face with struggle and
I
dies.
don't think it's gonna one-shot it.
Just slow whittling. Oh, Perish song. Trap it in a Perish song.
Giggle Havoc.
Struggling to death. That sounds good to me.
Struggling to death. Yeah, no, that'd be good. I want Brenda to die, but I did say that I thought you could do pretty well this bracket. So
I don't care who wins. I just want Brenda to die.
Yeah, Brenda to die.
Yeah, the Mega Diancie Kirima somewhat scary. Somewhat. But it's mainly Silverleaf because I don't know what it's going to do. It could be any type or do like certain things, and I'm like, I don't know what this does.
It's going to be Ghost type to counter your belly drum extreme speed Lanoon. Now somewhere John is either going, oh fuck, I've been rumbled.
Like power trick or something, just steals your boosts instead. Heart swap.
As long as this comes out before Wednesday when we're meant to be playing, and then it'll be
Rumble. You playing Wednesday? Ooh, exciting.
As it currently stands, we are
Got
playing
a hard
Wednesday.
day of editing tomorrow.
Oh.
Long and hard day of editing.
And final game is going to be the Whapping Wholesale Chippendale Monorail Cocktail Smorgasbords versus the Bath City Bouffalants. That's going to be pretty hype.
Yeah.
I do feel a little bit for Alana having to find Ray.
Yeah, she's got this.
You say that, but she whitewashed Sam Olner, who just beat Ray down into Pearl. So
and if rock beats paper and paper beats scissors, oh no, it's the other way around.
Wait, scissors beats paper, JP.
Paper beats rock.
Wait, no. If it is rock, paper, scissors, then Alana's gonna lose real bad.
Oh no!
Yeah,
because she made him paper and raised the
paper covered Sam Olner's rock, and Sam Olner's rock beat
Ray's
scissors, and now Ray's scissors gonna slice up Alana.
I'm glad you took that.
Makes me think of Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle. All the games.
Oh yeah, that was an obscure thing you talked about last.
Jesus.
That game still haunts me.
Why?
It's the death sound in that Alex Kidd game is something. Obviously, I played it as a child on my Mega Drive, and like the death sound is awful. And I watched a playthrough of it the other day, and it's not just the death sound; it's the sound of in one of the levels. There are wizards that teleport. And they have a sound when they teleport, and every time it went off in this playthrough I was watching, I just like had to shudder. I was in like fear. Oh god, no.
Yeah. Oh well.
Brilliant soundtrack though.
I can't tell you. Who do you reckon is going to win that game, or who do you want to win that game?
want Alana
I
to
want
win.
Alana to win. Yeah.
You're allowed
So I
to.
don't have to fight Ray when I beat John?
Yeah.
As much as we like Ray, fuck
Yeah.
Mega Venusaur.
Fucking Mega Venusaur, and then Out of Your League would be out.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd be the
And
superior
plot
show by
reasons.
technicality.
Yes, for plot reasons, we need Alana to win, and also because we want Alana to win.
But Ray, Ray.
Do well in the match and lose. Sorry, right. Alright. Well, and on that, guys, it's time to end. Thank you very much, Run. Thank you very much for
Yeah,
watching.
definitely time to win.
Yes,
Right, right,
yeah.
yeah.
JP can't speak anymore.
That's without any
Speak at the
alcohol this
start.
time. Oh yeah.
Just got loads of it. Oh,
Sorry, I just remember the SpongeBob meme. It's just like, it's just one diaper, and he like pulls open a drawer, and it's full of diapers. He's like, nah! Like images of you opening drawers, just showing empty bottles.
That's why his chair's positioned that way, because they're all behind him, and he spins around into a massive
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, sorry for ballsing up on the last episode, but to be honest, I've enjoyed this one a lot. I think we've covered almost everything. Well, everything interesting anyway that we covered last time. We have surpassed it. Yes. I think the only thing we didn't talk about was a little bit about format, but we talked about it another time.
Oh, that was dull anyway.
It was, no tangents at all.
We've got extra time to fill in upcoming episodes, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. When we inevitably start dropping like flies, we'll be bringing more of that back. Future site will
And
make a
I'll start
reappearance.
talking about my favourite type of tomato.
Yes, and maybe also the Sonic movie would have aired. No, I think that's November.
Oh, it's been pushed
delayed
back
to 2020.
next February.
Next February. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair play,
2020.
Valentine's Day, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You can take your Rouge the Bat body pillow to the cinema.
I was going to say, it's the only single person this I will take my Rouge buddy pillow with me and I will enjoy that.
If you're taking your girlfriend to see Sonic movie on opening night, which is also Valentine's Day, I don't think you'll stay together very long, unless you're both very into Sonic. That would be worrying. But
I'm going to make Becky take you to see that. You're going to see it.
You will see it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hey.
Yeah, if you've got anything to add or any questions or anything like that, add them in the comments below. But apart from that, PK, do you want to lead us out?
As we say at the end of every episode of All Out Pummelling, if for whatever reason this episode doesn't air, I'm taking you to see Johnny Plays in the 420 Witch. You have been warned. You have been warned.
That's what Becky's going to take you to see, actually, in the cinema. Oh, thanks for watching. Good night. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
That went better than last time.
There you go.
Well, the
Yeah.
ending anyway.
Yeah.
Check the audio, JP.
They'll
Check
never
the
see
audio.
PK fuck up monumentally at the end.
Yeah, I was about to say, we've retconned PK's fuck up.
Yeah.
No one will ever know.
Uh,
But you're my hero.